Hello, and welcome to Knitting at Tiffany's with Added Bling. This is episode 59. Welcome if you're a new viewer, and thank you for returning if you're a return viewer. We have lots for you today, like lots.
So much. so much.
I don't even know where to start. What do you want to start with today?
Well, we're going to start with faux.
Excellent. Let's do our faux.
And we are going to zip through these because we have a lot to talk about.
Oh, yeah. So I have one faux.
I have three.
Okay.
So you're going to go first?
Yeah, I should just go first and get it over with and let you go in order and get all your stuff done. So, as I mentioned, my mom asked me for a cowl, which is very rare, and I knitted one up for her, and I finished it. Of course, the ends are not woven in, because why would that be?
It's all right.
And there you go. Look at all the bling! It's awesome. So it actually fits really nice. Now, the only thing is she wanted a snug cowl, and there's still gaps on me, and I have a small head and a small neck.
Yes.
So I'm hoping it might not be as gappy on her. No. I have a small head and a small neck. Just because she's petite. I think her head size is bigger than mine, and her neck, I don't know, might be the same size, maybe bigger. She'll try it on. I'm planning on maybe doing a second one for her with a button on it so that she can wrap and then button it up, and yeah. But this, oh, I lost my picture. I swear I just had it.
She did have it.
Okay, here it is.
It's a girlfriend.
So this is Girlfriend's Cowl by Church Mess Yarns and Tees, and it's a free pattern. There you go. So you can see that. And it was really easy to knit. There was actually two different styles of cowls to use. One was like just a stock knit version, and one was textured, and I went with the texture. I don't know if you can see it up close, but yes, you can see the texture in it. Oh, it looks so pretty. I really liked it. It was fun knitting it. It was something that I knitted in between my other projects.
So it was an easy stitch?
It was really an easy stitch. And because I was using Continental, I found it actually a little bit easier with it, and I could fly through it.
Cool.
So I'm starting to get more comfortable with my Continental knitting. And because you have to go back and forth, like knit purl on here or like slip stitch or whatever kind of thing. It was going back and forth. It was easy. I liked it. So there's my present. It's done. I have to weave in the ends eventually, and it goes to my mom for Christmas. Excellent. Did I need to tell you what yarns I used? Because I did talk about it before.
You talked about it last time. It was like diamond yarns, right?
It was...
there was two yarns held together.
Yeah. So one is the King Cole Glitz. I have to say, I really like King Cole yarns. I just saw a new one today, actually, that is like... I think it looked like a gradient, but it was colors from like a pink to a gray to like a light gray or white or something. And that one's Galaxy. But yeah, I really like knitting with their stuff. I know it's acrylic, but it's double. It's so nice.
There's some nice acrylic out there though. Like it's not all that
soft.
Stiff.
No.
Acrylic has come a long way.
Yeah, it's soft and it washes, and that's all I needed for my mom because she wears makeup. I don't, so she needs to make sure that it can be washable.
So
sweet, I'm done. Mine done.
I also made an acrylic cowl.
Oh, nice. That's funny.
Yeah. So
was this for your Avery's teacher?
I showed this last episode as stash acquisition that I had just bought, and I made it in like 3 days. Nice. So it is Kaleidoscope, and I think it's loops and threads. Yeah. So Michael's house brand, 100%. Oh no, wait, maybe this had a little bit of
wool in it, didn't it?
Yes, 20%.
Yeah.
So 80% acrylic, 20% wool. It's like a bulky. And so yeah, I made the Manhattan cowl, which I think is also a free pattern.
Very nice.
Yeah, so it's Manhattan cowl by Alfalfa Close-Up Factory. That's quite the name.
Alfalfa. That reminds me of the TV show.
Yeah. So I'll show you. So what it's designed for.
Oh, cool.
It's like ribbing with a bit of cables so that the ribbing is supposed to be snug on your face if you want it to be. And then there's cables down the middle. Now mine is also a dark color, but I think you can see. Yeah.
I like it. You can see the texture in it.
You can see the cables in the middle, and then I did ribbing at the top, and I did longer ribbing than the pattern called for, and I also split the bottom. Okay.
Oh, I like that. So like it sits open more on the back of your neck there.
So yeah, when you put it on, it splits. It just sits.
Just putting it on for us.
I'm putting it on because so you can see where's the kerfuffled here.
Yeah,
there's the split.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wanted it to be something, you probably can't hear me, that when she's like in yard duty and stuff.
Like at recess, yeah.
She can
she
like
can bundle
totally
up and cover.
Bundle up, and then she can, if she wants to fold it down, she can. But
That's really nice.
I added the little split so that it would sit a little better.
That's a great idea.
This area, which was very easy. I went back and forth for 2 inches, and then I joined. So I'm hoping she likes this.
Oh, I think she'll love it. And if she only wears it for school, it's even better.
Yeah.
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 You know,
and I asked
like if it's not her thing, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, well, it's the
but
thing.
I don't know why someone wouldn't love something like that. Seriously.
I tried to pick a color because Avery said,
I was going to say, you have fiber because I could see it stuck to your lip and I could just see it flying.
I get a mustache. Yeah. I asked Avery what coat she had, and she said it was a black coat. So I figured this was safe for a black coat and for anyone's color preferences. And it's not a bad yarn. Like, it feels nice. It's nice. And
it's squishy.
It's going to be warm. I was thinking about lining it.
Like with fleece?
With putting a layer of, like, fleece in it. But then, like, I had showed my mom this last week, and she's like, oh, then if you flip it, you'll see the fleece.
Right.
But maybe I could do it just on the bottom. I'm still on the fence about that. Because that would make it warmer. Because it gets cold here in the winter. So...
Okay, but it's not like Winnipeg minus 30 cold. It
gets
sometimes.
Pretty cold.
But I mean, that's going to be pretty warm.
It is pretty warm. So I'm on the fence. I may add...
And your mom's right.
Lining.
If you put
I
it
might
in,
not.
Like, what are you going to do it from here down?
I would
and
do
you'll
it,
still see it.
yeah, I would do it from, like, after I folded it, just like a little strip, so it's just kind of like this area.
You still see it a little bit, though.
It
depends.
So I might not.
I would just leave it. I think it's
gift,
nice.
Right? It's just a gift.
I think it's nice.
I think I might leave it. I think the reason I was thinking about that is because I found it, I thought it might be a little prickly, but I don't think it's that prickly. I think, like, on my neck, like, when you touch it, it's not. But the first time I put it on, I was like, ooh, is this a little prickly?
No, you should be fine.
You think it's okay?
Yeah.
Then I probably won't line it.
Maybe a little. Take that back. Because
just
a tad.
See, there's something.
But you know what? It could be like so.
And I don't know how
I'll
sensitive
tell the story
she
later.
is.
But I tried something on, and at first I was itchy all over, and within 2 seconds I was fine.
Yeah, but see, I'm worried she'll put it on and be like, ooh, take it off and never wear it, right? Whereas if I put just a little strip, like, because this is the sensitive spot, right? See?
Yeah.
This is the sensitive area usually. So I'm thinking if I just...
It feels like something's still, like, tickling you.
If I just did a strip, I just did a strip of fleece at that neck part, because it didn't bother my face.
Yeah, so, but because when you folded it over, I know we're talking about this, but you folded it was past your ribbing, so if you would put your fleece a little bit like there, you'll be fine. And
that's what I'm thinking, just a little strip of it.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Okay, I might.
That
might
if
be
you do it black, then you won't even really see it. It's like if you did a color, that'd be a totally different story.
No, I was gonna do black micro fleece, so it would be that thin fleece.
That'd be nice.
So that might be on the table again.
Okay.
You might have just decided that.
I think that's nice. You know, I'm.
And that will take 2 seconds because fleece doesn't fray, so I can literally just cut a strip and
sew it in. Yeah.
I love fleece. So yeah.
It's still your turn. Keep going.
Talking this time. Okay, so I'm gonna go with this one next. Oh. I finished my. I called them, I think, my other brother socks. Yeah, if you're new, I have 3 brothers.
Yeah.
And I knit socks for all of them. So this is the last brother.
Lucky brothers.
Who I had to make socks for Christmas.
And they all wanted pink.
They all this year wanted socks with pink in it.
Yeah.
So this is for my middle brother Owen.
And I finished so
these. The main color was a koigu. And then I did a contrast, because they're only 50 gram skeins. So I did a contrast toe. A heel flap because I needed to get the yarn to go a little further up here, and then what's that?
Cuff.
And so I got them both done,
and
they fit and they pretty much match.
That's cool.
And I don't have much else to say. It was a Flegel heel. I did ribbing on the front. I think it was 66 stitches. Usually when I do a ribbing, it's 66 stitches.
And so I had one question. You said they were 50 gram balls. So did you really have like nothing left when you got to here?
I had so I did my first one. No, I split it into 2.
Yeah.
So I took my 50 grams and I split it into 2 little cakes, and I did the first one, and when I stopped that one, I had like very little left, and so when I did the second one, I think it might even have a little bit, like this area here might be a little off by 1 or 2 rows. But they're very close. They're very close. And my brother doesn't mind short socks, so these are okay.
Good.
So yeah, so brother socks, done. Brother socks are done. So I'm pretty happy with those. Okay, so put that down there. And then I have one more. Okay, so you saw this also as a work in progress last time. I finished Avery's little cardigan.
That came out so cute.
Sweater half type thing. This is the Lexac by Yarn Madness. Yarn Madness. I think that's it. Yarn Madness.
She was supposed to have all this ready.
I have it ready. I
just
just thought I remembered it.
Look at that. Isn't that cute? Look at it. It's so adorable. And there's the
Yarn Madness. So yeah, the designer goes by Yarn Madness. So yeah, it's kind of like a pullover that's joined. No, it's a cardigan that's joined.
Striping in it. Look at that. And this is marble.
I did the marble DK. So
I love marble.
one of my favorites for kids.
There's
and
two
it's
new.
shade 33.
She's gonna look so adorable.
And
in
I have a picture of her.
Oh, yeah, she's gonna look. Oh, do
Of course
you?
I have a picture of her. Now I will say, so there's.
Bribe her to wear it.
No.
Oh, good.
That's
She
it.
actually likes it.
I think so. There's little Miss in her sweater.
Oh, look how cute she is.
I will say one thing. I'm thinking I have. So I think I mentioned last time that I had 2 balls and I used almost everything. So I had 54 grams left when I got to the sleeves, and so I weighed it, and then I was going to use half for each sleeve and go as far as I can go. And I got almost full sleeves. Like they're pretty much full sleeves. I have just a little bit of yarn left, and I'm thinking of picking up. Can I just show?
Of course you can.
I'm thinking of picking up around the neck, and just doing like if I can
Like
like
one more
2
row
rows or something. Because if you saw in the picture, it's kind of
Is it more like a boat neck?
yeah, it's kind of open on
yeah.
her, and it just looks like there is garter stitch here, so it doesn't necessarily look unfinished, but I feel like it just needs a little bit more
I understand.
height there. So I'm gonna
More
see.
closure around the neck.
I'm gonna see what I have left, and I might do that. And then I have one more thing to say about this, the yarn. Okay. So you remember last time how we were talking about how I was thinking of ordering some to make myself the same pattern
Yes.
because it came in an adult size because it matched my leggings.
Right.
Okay, so I brought my leggings. I need
Funny.
your help. Okay. So these are my knit print leggings by Sweet Legs. Okay. This is the yarn.
Wow.
Okay, you see how that's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm torn because there's another color.
And
I have a fuzz in my eye. Okay, so there's another color by Marble that I'm wondering.
Oh yeah, there you go.
That I'm wondering. Okay, so that kind of color. It's like a tealy blue.
Because that's more your colors than
That's
it
more my
is
color,
than the
right?
pinks are for you.
And I think it will still match this.
Hold it up to the
Okay,
camera.
so I
Let's see.
think
It will darken us
yeah,
because
the
that's
lighting
fine.
is going all crazy.
Put it close to the camera so it focuses on that. We don't need it focusing on us.
Okay. My directionality is horrible.
It looks like
Okay.
your
the colors
leggings
are.
are more in the greeny.
But this is a greeny. It is a greeny blue.
It has green.
It is a greeny blue. So I don't know.
Is that the one that I just used?
No, yours was more blue.
Oh.
I don't know whether I should get the pink because I think both will match. But I think as a full garment, I think the bluey green would suit me. But this match.
Yeah, but that also suits you, that color, you know.
It
that.
does, but it's
not your favorite though.
It's a lot of pink. Like I don't tend to wear.
Yeah, but if you wear a black top underneath it with your leggings,
yes,
then this will be. I think it would blend nicely for your shows because that's what you're really wearing.
I think it would match nicely for my shows. Yes. So I'm not sure if I should order the pink, or if I should order that bluey green. So if you have any input on that, feel free to comment. But yeah, I have time to order that. Although I'd have to do it by the end of the year because of something that we're working on.
I have some stuff I need to order.
That
Good thing, you know, it's coming up this week.
What?
Black Friday, Cyber Monday.
Yeah. I will not be going crazy.
Good thing I can buy some yarn because I need something. I need 1 or 2 things for next year, and that's it.
Yes.
I think
We're working on something that we will talk about more coming in the new year.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Or actually closer to the end of the year.
The end of the year. Oh my god.
I know because that one thing had fiber everywhere.
Okay,
okay. That was our FOs.
Those are my FOs. Those are my last FOs.
Diamonds are forever done.
Diamonds
okay,
are
so
forever.
now what are you going to do next? You want to do whips?
Yeah.
Okay, so diamonds
in the rough diamonds. Rough diamonds.
In the rough.
What do you have?
I'm just looking. I have 2. Okay. One being our cal.
Okay.
And
so you have one non-cal whip.
One that's an old cal that.
Old cal.
You don't even want to
bring your sweater?
see it. Oh no.
Oh.
My cardigan?
Yeah.
No.
What are you talking about?
My Wonder Woman shawl.
Oh, well, that's
It's
okay.
a disaster.
It's no.
Disaster.
It's not. That's not.
I
all
totally need.
old. That's not so old.
I need to show you. I need input. I need
Okay.
something because oh my god, it's in timeout right now.
Okay.
So what do you? I have 2. What do you have for your whips? I don't even know if I want to know.
I have a lot of whips.
How many whips?
I have
3,
a lot.
5,
Maybe
7?
4.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe 4.
So you could do if you want to do like 1, then I can do 1, and then you can do. No, that won't be enough.
It's not.
Do you have a whip for our Cal?
That's one of them.
Okay, so let's do those at the end.
We'll do those. So I have 3 non-Cal whips, and then my Cal whip.
Okay. So you want to start? I have a mine's.
Okay, so I'm going to start with my
disastrous. I just
Okay.
want to cry. It's
Okay.
disastrous.
Okay, so I will start with these ones since these are pretty straightforward. Okay, so I ask this every time. What do you do when you finish a pair of socks?
Cast on another pair.
Cast on another pair of socks. So I cast on another
have
pair of
to.
socks, and
Only I don't do that.
I have to do that because socks are my.
The socks are her thing.
Well,
Like,
they're not just my thing.
They are your thing.
I enjoy them, but they're the best project that I do that I can just take
They're your thing.
anywhere. Like if I have to go take her to gymnastics, like this morning I had to take her to gymnastics, right? All my other whips, there was no
first.
other whips that I had that would have been good
Right.
for that, right? So socks I like for that. And I tend to do vanilla socks, so they are perfect for that kind of thing.
That's right.
So I'm gonna take my foot out. Ooh, there we go.
I just flew off.
And because, okay, I have to say, this is
You already have one done?
This is
Oh
the
my
first
God.
time that I have worked with this yarn. And I think this might be, I think I'm going to have to look for some more for Dennis. Okay? So,
Where was this one from?
this
True
I
North or
got
Doc
from,
Knits?
Knitting Basket from Angie.
Oh, I just passed by her today.
Hi,
Hi,
Angie.
Angie. I'm sorry I didn't stop it.
I got this at the Knitting Basket,
I was coming here.
and I cast on, well, you had to just boom, boom. You had
Yeah.
no extra time.
I like to boom boom.
We all like to boom, boom, but whatever. That's a whole other conversation.
Whole other conversation.
So on our yarn crawl this summer, I picked
that's
up
right.
some
It was
Croy
patterned.
from Angie's The Knitting Basket, and
She's got a great store. I heard she's
Yeah.
expanding.
Is she?
Angie, are you expanding your store?
Are you expanding?
I know, that's going to be so exciting. Can't wait till next year yarn crawl to see that. If she
Yeah,
does you by
yeah.
then, it'll be fun.
So this is the blue brown marl, and I really really like how these are working out. So
I do too.
if you took Dennis and turned him into a sock yarn,
This would be him.
this would be it.
Yeah.
This would be Dennis, right? Yeah. This is totally
Sorry,
his
you
wardrobe. Other than maybe a little bit of green, like some those I don't want to say muddy greens, but between olive and forest green.
It's fine. Yeah.
He's got that green in his wardrobe, but otherwise this is his wardrobe, right? And as you may know, Croy sock yarn is thicker than your typical sock yarn. So do you know what size needles I use for this?
2.5.
2.5.
Wow, I guessed right.
Yeah. They were like, I felt like I was knitting with tree branches, like compared to my normal 2s.
Is that why my socks are so dense on my 2s? They feel like
Probably.
they're. Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
Didn't
like
think of
yeah,
that.
if you use a thicker yarn,
Yeah.
you go up in needle size. But so I decided to use a 2.5, and the fabric is really nice. Like it's not like see-through or anything. These have flown. These have flown. This is my second one. And I did the heel at gymnastics this morning and up the
Oh my
leg.
god, isn't that's my favorite part too?
And so now I'm at the top of the leg. These will be done in a day or two.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to have to look for more of this for Dennis because I've heard that it's practically indestructible.
The workhorse yarn. Yeah.
It's a workhorse yarn. I really like these striping. I saw on my Instagram someone was
just
doing, I
saw
think
some
Catherine was doing some in a red and brown mix.
Oh, nice.
I think Dennis, it might have been red, brown, and gray. I don't know. It was really nice, and I think I might have to do those because these will be done for Christmas.
Those are really nice. I can't believe
Yeah,
Dennis can
yeah.
have a pair of socks for Christmas.
Dennis will have Christmas socks. Like,
That'll be
I don't think I
awesome.
ever make him Christmas socks. He's just kind of like, oh,
Whenever you have them,
it's been a
you-
while.
Yeah.
Maybe I should make Dennis some socks, but he will have Christmas socks. So I think I'm going to look for more of
I
this
think
yarn.
I'd be floored.
So one more thing I wanted to talk about with these. I did my Fleagle heel, vanilla sock. I think I did 64 stitches. Usually I do between 66 and 72.
Yeah.
So I did 64, and I could probably even go down to 62 because they're
I think that's
They're
what I told you
comfortable.
with those two.
Yeah.
I went down with size with them. So I
yeah
thought
they're
they were-
comfortable, but they're not too roomy, but they're comfortable. I could probably go down to 62, but I tried something. So I've heard people do this with striping yarns, where they will do their heel from the other ball.
Right.
So I did that with these. So I did all the way up to the heel. I did all my increases. And then that little back flap, I pulled from the other ball. So my striping...
Your striping matches pretty much.
It's uninterrupted because I didn't...
It almost looks like you cut the heel in like an afterthought. Because if you look at the back here...
But it's just from the other ball.
This here, see that right there? It matches. And then there's your color that matches. And the only thing different is the heel and you have that brown stripe in there.
Yeah.
But it looks cool because it's only on the back.
It's only on the back. So the front...
It looks uninterrupted.
It is uninterrupted because it's the same yarn. And then... But it looks like... It doesn't... It's not like a contrast heel.
No, and it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, because it's the same yarn. But because it's from a different ball, this didn't change, right? So I'm thinking when I do...
And you did Flegel heel with that,
I did Flegel heel. So I'm thinking when I do my other striping yarns, because usually it doesn't bother me if the stripes are interrupted, but it wasn't overly, like, it wasn't tedious or anything to just, it's 2 extra ends. But I think I like how it would keep the striping continuous, and then it's just that little back flap, but it won't stick out like a contrast heel because it's the same yarn.
Right.
Right. So
I like that. That's great.
I like that.
Thanks for trying that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that with my next, especially with the Desert Vista socks that
I was just going to say, would you be doing that with your DVDs?
I think so. I'm going to, I think I'm going to do that with my Desert Vista socks.
Okay, you try first and let me know how
it works. I'll try first.
Because you knit faster than me anyway, so by the time I get there...
By the time I get to heel, So I'll do that. January, when we start the Desert Vista Challenge, I'm going to do that. I need one more pair of socks. I rearranged my yarn. This is all now my striping. And this is my little Desert Vista stash building right there.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
love it.
And there's 3 more skeins that are on the way.
You ordered more again?
I ordered another one, yeah.
You ordered another 3, you mean?
No, I have 2 that are still on the way from my previous order. And then I ordered another one. I ordered the Land Before Time one.
That's the purples and blues, isn't it?
It's greens. It's green and some browns. I don't remember if I did the one with the zombie stripe or if I did the one without the zombie stripe.
Okay, so I need to order more from her.
So I need...
And I don't know which one, and I saw her put it.
I need one. I'm going to order some more.
But you're going for what, 6?
I'm going to try for 6, but I want to have 12 skeins just in case. Because we're not ordering. Okay. I'm not going to say anything. We'll see. We'll see later. We have a fun challenge for each other.
We do.
So,
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm really excited too. But I'm going to order. I want to have the 12 before the beginning.
I will never. That means I'll only have 12 socks for the whole year. Next year for projects, and that's.
I don't know if I'll do the whole year.
So I can't do that.
I just want to have the option. So, and I already have like 11 skeins, so I might as well order one more, right?
Right.
So,
okay, so you already ordered it though.
I've ordered. Okay, so with the 3 that are still on their way.
Yeah.
I will be at 11.
Okay.
So I will need 1 more.
So do you want to order it together, or is it better to order it separate? So
better to order it 1 skein at a time.
That's fine.
Because remember the customs.
That's right.
I don't know if I'm going to get done.
So
I don't know if I'm going to get done customs. And if you order 1 skein, it's only $4 shipping. It's really.
Oh yeah, she's awesome.
It doesn't advantage. It's not in your advantage to order it together to save shipping because the shipping is so reasonable. And customs is not worth. Yeah, not worth it. Okay. So, that was only my first whip, wasn't it?
I think so.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to go, we're saving that one. I'm going to go with, I don't even know where they all are. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I'm going to go with this one next.
Oh.
So
Hello Kitty bag.
Hello Kitty bag.
Is an Avery bag.
What's that mean? Avery project.
Oh.
I got sucked. Okay. I didn't get sucked in.
Yes, you did.
I didn't get sucked in. I got, tempted by another test knit.
Oh, okay.
So I was, again, this was not planned. I was not planning to cast on something else for Avery right after that one. But I got Ear Burned for a test by Stephanie Lotman. You know how much I love her patterns.
Yes.
And it was really cute, and I could easily use stash for it. And so I was like, I
wear it. So she's like, okay.
I don't know if she'll wear it, but I hope she does.
I'm sure she will.
This was more I'm going to have fun knitting this. So
process of it.
It's more. I'm a process knitter. I'm totally a process
all
knitter.
about it.
So she had posted actually at least maybe a week before this an adult version.
Oh.
And Ear Burned me for that too, but it wasn't.
It wasn't for you.
It wasn't for me. It wasn't what I would wear.
You know, you could always name me something that I'd wear.
I don't know
if you ever want to process. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in general. If you ever want to knit something for a process and you don't want to do it for you, if I like it, I would take it.
Because there's a lot of sweaters I want to make too,
very appreciative of the stuff you make me. See, I'm wearing socks again today that you made me.
She's wearing my socks. Her last year's birthday socks. I can't do that.
That's your birthday socks. I love them.
I have plans. Wait till you see this year's birthday socks.
Oh, I can't wait.
They
won't be on my birthday, will they?
No, they won't be for your birthday.
It's okay.
I'm
used to that. We're all good.
So distracted. Okay, so I saw the test knit.
Yeah.
For the adult, and I was like, that's nice, but not for me. And then like a week later, she posted one for a child size, and I was like, oh my god, so cute, sign me up, okay? So it's called, I don't know if she's keeping this as the title, but it's cute, so she might.
Okay.
It's called Little Sock Arms.
Little sock arms?
Little Sock Arms, because what it is...
Oh, how cute is that?
It's where you use striping yarn for the sleeves of the sweater.
Can I see that
right?
again?
So overall, it's just a very simple...
And you can use
sweater.
anything, like leftover striping yarn.
Yeah,
like
you can totally use leftovers, and it would be like patchwork sleeves.
So it's like scrap socks when they do.
It could be
cool.
But if you didn't, you could just use a skein of silk yarn.
For sure.
So I went through my stash, and no joke, I had at least 4 or 5 combinations that I could have done. Right? Like I was like, oh, this striping goes with this, and this stripe. Oh, this, But I had to think about what she would like.
In the middle part, is that all fingering too? Like
yes,
the whole...
it's all. So basically, I looked at the yardage again, and up to about a size 6 maybe, you can get away with 1 skein for the sleeves and 1 skein for the body. So 2 skeins of fingering yarn, and you could make a really cute sweater.
And you have lots of fingering yarn.
I have lots of fingering yarn. So I'll show you what I chose.
Okay.
Ready?
I'm excited.
So the body's done. I'm on the sleeves.
Oh my god, already?
Sleeves, yeah.
Girl, you've been a knitting machine.
Oh my god, I've been so just...
Every time I talk to her, she's like, I just want to cast on all the things.
I just want to cast on all the things.
And obviously she has.
You're lucky that I don't have 10 whips, because there's actually been... I have some yarn over there that I want to cast on for a project, but I'm like, no, finish a few things first. I think I have some yarn over there that I want to cast on too. I was like, no, finish some things first.
Okay.
So this is what I used for my body.
I have one
body. The body of the sweater.
The body of the sweater.
Yeah, body sweater. I got this. This was like a club skein, like a yarn of the month from last. So she does it where you can just buy them by the month. I think last year it might have been in the summer.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna get a mystery skein. So I got this one, and it was very pretty, but I just haven't used it. Okay. So this is what
there was a purpose obviously for it.
Yeah, it was just waiting to be a little sweater. So
is that the color of it?
Yeah, this is what I have left over.
Wow, that's beautiful. So that's really nice.
It's actually, you know what I have to say? After I caked it, I liked it a lot more than in the skein. I didn't dislike it in the skein, but there was a lot of mint. There was like this big, the color is ice cream parlor. So
okay.
There was a big section of mint with like brown speckles.
Did she not reskein it when she put it in a skein? Okay. See, sometimes that throws you off. Like
it does.
I have to say,
some
people like it, some people don't.
It's a lot of times, I prefer it in the skein when it hasn't been reskeined. Like I like that artsy look.
Exactly.
But you really do get a better idea of what the yarn's going to look like when it's reskeined.
That's so true.
So in the cake, once I caked it, I was like, oh, that mint just totally like dispersed. Yeah. And you saw the pops of the colors, and it's knitting up very much like that. So I really, really like how it's knitting up.
Oh, look how pretty that is.
So I've got the body done.
See, so I could totally wear that in a sweater.
You could totally wear this, but see how the mint is not.
It's not popping out as much.
Like in the skein, it was very obviously that there was a big section of mint, and now it's kind of just a neutral.
You see like that hot.
Yeah, you see the pinks
that pops
and the blues,
out, the blues, and that.
And then
is it a green?
No, it's
brown.
Brown.
Oh, it's a brown.
It's a brown.
I like that. Oh, for ice cream cones. Yes,
yeah, it's like a mint chocolate chip, and then the pinks and blues and stuff. So Avery really likes pinks and purples and stuff like that. So I thought this would be a good one. So the body's done. Nice. I still have to pick up and do the little neck thing, but I'm at the point now where I can pick up and do the top down sleeves. Okay. Are you ready to see what I'm using for the sleeves? Yeah. Are you ready?
I am so excited.
Are you ready? It's going to look so cute. Oh my goodness.
I think she'll love it. If she isn't too bad, it doesn't fit me.
Whatever.
Word. Oh, no way. That's awesome.
See that? Okay.
Okay, you're using really nice yarn on her.
I know, but it's like...
It will match perfectly.
So well with it, right?
Hey, it's your daughter.
Look at that.
Oh
Isn't
my
that
God,
gonna be
that's
pretty?
Gonna be stunning.
So this is white birch fiber arts, and you know I love white birch fiber arts.
Yeah, I know.
Release the Kraken.
Release the Kraken.
This is one of the colors that she did as an iron dyer challenge, And I wanted it for the longest time, and finally got it. But see how it's got like the purples and the blues and the light blue and the dark blue
and that fuchsia pink
and that fuchsia pink. And so I think it's going to be a really nice complement to this.
Yeah,
really, really nice. And I was thinking with this pattern, this would be, now if I had had some in my stash, I totally would have used this, but this would be a perfect pattern for Knit Picks Felici. Okay,
that's true.
Because you don't need a full skein of striping for the sleeves. I think I looked up, and you could with only one skein of Felici,
which is what, 50 grams.
50 grams.
Yeah.
You could do up to a size 2.
Wow.
A 2T, and so 2 skeins would get you the larger sizes.
Yeah.
But like 1 skein of Felici, and it's like acrylic and easy care. Not acrylic, it's woolen nylon, but it's an easy care yarn. And it's got fun stripes, and they're like $5 a ball.
Yeah.
And so if you got that with some like stroll,
that's right,
solids or whatever,
you can make it
you could make a really cute sweater for not
what is that, 20-30 bucks, if that?
Less than that, probably.
There you go.
Yeah, under 20 bucks.
What's strolls? What, like 12?
They're about $5 a ball.
Oh, I thought they were more than that.
No, they're only 50 grams.
Oh, okay.
But you don't need a lot for a lot of the sizes.
Right, exactly.
You'd maybe need 2 for the body and then 1 for the sleeves. So you're looking at $15, $20.
Oh my god, yeah, that's crazy.
For most of the
That's a really
sizes,
nice, and it's a really nice sweater that knits up nicely, and it's a great gift.
I have to say, I'm very tempted because Knit Picks is having their sale right now, and they brought Felici back
again.
Yeah,
so I keep saying that because it's like
it goes and it comes and it goes.
I know.
So they have some new colors, and they have some colors that I think would make some really cute girl sweaters. I'm very tempted to order some, just to have some to make more of these.
I've never knit with their Felici yarn, and I've never used it. And
I have some of their sport. I have some sport, but that would be too thick.
I'm told we should make sport sock weight yarn and make socks out of them.
I want to try that.
And because I'm told they're super comfy, they knit up
super
fast.
Yeah, they knit it fast. I imagine it would be very similar to
thick like
the Croy. Like it's like it's knitting up so fast.
So do they have Felici in sport weight?
No, it's a discontinued.
Oh.
I think it's becoming a thing though. More dyers might be doing sport weight sock yarn.
Yes, I was watching Lisa and sorry, Lisa. I can speak today. I don't know where my mind's at. I think I'm in too many things at once right now.
I didn't even hear what you said.
Lisa, Leslie. I was watching Leslie and Laura, the Knit Girls, and they were just talking about that because Nomadic.
Yes, they were just talking about
Nomadic has. I think it's her that has the sport weight, like self-striping yarns and stuff that she does for socks. And there was another dyer I think she mentioned, but I don't remember that one. I'm sorry. I was watching while I was traveling.
I think it's becoming more of a thing, so that would be nice.
And they said how quick it knits up, and they're still nice, and they're not too much thicker than a regular sock, so you can still wear them. Yeah. And I'm like, that would be nice to just try it once.
They are fast. Like I have to say, those have been speedy.
You know, and they have the nylon in it, so they are. Okay, so are those? Is that?
So that again is a test knit, but I think it will be released maybe in December, early New Year. So I will keep you posted.
That's not that far.
No, it's not that far. No. I'll keep you posted. I'm hoping that it might not be done for next time, but
that's fine.
I just have to say, for the first time ever, I'm looking forward to the sleeves. You know I hate sleeves.
I know, but I think because they're self-striping, it's like socks. Yeah. You can't wait till the next color and the next row, and so it'll
like once I pick up and then go down, it's gonna be so much fun.
This is a huge bag. You got a big bag.
I have a big bag. So you remember I showed this last time as stash, right?
Yes.
And this is the bag that the yarn was shipped in.
Yes.
And it's working as a perfect project bag because
oh my god, where else were you gonna put that?
It's a big project. It's huge.
It's huge because it's a hungry
hippo. Okay, so I've started the hippo. So we had this whole discussion last time about how I wanted to make a hippo for my brother and his girlfriend.
Yes.
And how Christmas was quickly approaching, and was I crazy for trying to get this hippo done, and was I going to be able to do it? And I was like, I don't know. So I started the hippo, and honestly, I have no doubt. I don't want to jinx myself. No doubt that I'd be able to get the pieces done by Christmas.
Oh, 100%.
For sure. Pieces done.
Yeah. The construction of it, you want it crazy and unique, so I think that might take a little longer.
I think the construction or the assembly is going to take longer than the pieces. So I started working on this week, and I've got at least, I think about half of the pieces done. You need about 44 or 46 total pieces. And one of the pieces you need to do 26 of. Okay. I've done all the pieces except for that shape, and I've got 2 of that done. So I have like 24 pieces left.
Nice.
out of the
Let's
40
see.
something. So I'm going to show you. I'm not going to show you all the pieces, but
no, but I want to see some.
I'll bring out a stack. So this is the reason that I wanted to use this yarn, because the marble.
Oh my god, you have to weave in all those ends.
Yeah, but it's a stuffy, so I think as long as I secure them, they can be on the inside.
Yep, that's what I was about to say.
I'm using the marble chunky.
Look how nice that turns out.
And I wanted to use the marble because the color would change. And I wanted the color to change because the pattern calls for, I'll show you the picture of the original after. But the pattern, am I dropping? No. The pattern calls for you to change colors to achieve the look in the picture.
Right.
And that would be even more ends.
Yes.
Right? I didn't want to do that. So by using a yarn that changes color, the squares will still all look different. Like you can see this one and this one look different.
Yeah. Oh, one looks green, one looks more like that burgundy.
But it's the same yarn.
Yeah.
So I'm only changing when I do this outside ring because that's the color that's going to like outline them all, right?
Right.
So I only have to change colors twice instead of like 3 or 4 times.
And they're all roundish?
They're okay, so
be like squarish or
there's different there's a pentagon, there's a hexagon, there's an octagon. So basically what makes them whatever shape, like octagon, pentagon, whatever,
right,
is you kind of see these little petals here. You see how that's kind of like a petal?
Yeah.
So the octagons will have like 8 of those petals.
Got it.
The pentagons will have 5 of those petals.
Right.
The hexagons have 5, or no, wait, hexagons have 6 of those petals. So it's the same construction for all the pieces, but you're doing either 5, 6, 7, or 8 of those repeats. So the pattern itself, like I have now memorized the 5 rows of the pattern. So I don't need to look at the pattern to do, I'm on the hexagon, so I'm on the smallest of all the pieces.
Look at that. You can't see the difference. Can you see that? They don't look like they're different in color, but they are totally.
Yeah.
It's not picking up the tealy blue that's in here.
different.
That's too bad. They all kind of look green, but they're not.
Yeah,
they have
different colors.
They're so pretty.
So I'm on the smallest of the pieces. I'm on the
okay. It's soft
pentagons.
too.
I'm on
yeah,
the
these
pentagons.
are 6. There's 6 in here.
Those are the hexagons. So I'm on the ones
These
with 5.
And you have on pentagons.
And I have to do like 26 of those, and then I can start putting it together. Okay.
Very nice.
So I'm
gonna love this.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident I'll finish the pieces.
I think so.
And then I've been looking up alternative stuffing because I've talked about this before, how I want to make it like an ottoman. So I want it to be dense, and I want it to be like not just like a stuffy. I want it to be like a furniture piece. And some suggestions were using like old fabric because that's a very dense. So I'm like, I have old towels, I have old sheets. I can like cut those up and use those at least on the bottom part. So that it will be for the legs, and like I'll probably use towels for the legs, and then maybe sheets for the middle because it will be denser than a polyfill.
True.
And then I'm also going to make a fabric casing to go inside of this,
right?
So that
I think that's a genius idea.
If something spills on this, the crocheted part can be taken off and washed, and then I'm going to use a water repelling fabric.
That's right.
To make. You see why this is going to take a while?
This is where the genius part comes in.
I'm going to make. Okay, so I'm going to use a fabric repelling like a water repelling fabric to make the inner casing, so that if something spills on it, this part can be removed and washed, and that part won't be affected. So like the stuffing and all that won't be affected. That's the part that's going to be a little more brain involving and time consuming. And putting all these pieces together. So that's that. I'm happy I've made progress on the hippo. And I have this just to show you. This is what it's supposed to look like. It's called the Happy Potamus by Heidi Bears.
Look how cute.
I have wanted to make one of these for so long. I have so many. She has all different animals, and I've had them in my queue forever. Avery's just not into like hand knit stuffies. She loves her store-bought stuffies and like her Beanie Boos and all that.
Yeah.
But hand knit stuffies, she's just not as
not her thing.
It's not her thing. So I'm like, I don't want to make these for her.
And you talked about this last year on our podcast.
Probably.
About the hippo.
And the year before. Yeah. I've been wanting to make these for years. Yeah. So when my brother and his girlfriend was like, oh, we wouldn't mind one of those. I'm like, done.
Yeah.
Because I want to make one of these. But I don't know who I'm going to make it for.
Okay. How she's making it.
Our cow.
No, this is not our cow.
It's not our cow? Oh, this is
No.
your non... This
Excuse
is your...
me. You just talked for God knows how long about it.
Oh, okay. So this is the one that has all the problems.
This is my sticks and pin bags. Still like
Is this what did I call these projects? The Tale of Woe? Is this the Tale of Woe?
The Tale of Woe.
Tale of Woe.
So last time I showed everybody that I was okay, I had to split. I wasn't sure I can't remember where I was. So I did the sections. This is the front of it. Let's show this. So I got to the section where you put in, you're doing the short rows and you're increasing the short rows, and then you go back in. It's a paid pattern, so I don't know if I, whatever.
Well, I don't think
you go back
it's not
and
a paid pattern. I thought these had.
Oh, it's free. That's right.
Yeah, it's free.
You go back and you are supposed to take the wrap and turn and knit it with the stitch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because I knitted my wrap and turns, so I obviously wasn't paying attention, and I was just go go go. Aryn fixed them on this side, and they look pretty good.
I fixed them because they were.
That's right.
They were a
That's
little funky, but we didn't.
Well, one side was worse than the other.
Yeah, like there was big there was big gaps, and we were debating about just ripping it back. You didn't really want to just rip it back, so I kind of did a thing just to kind of close it up.
Right.
So it was okay.
So it was okay.
It was okay.
Well, then we did this one row, which is the gray at the top here that goes across, and that's where you start getting into the gray color, and then, you know, you keep going. Well, I didn't like the way there was gapping, so I took it back a bit, and I fixed it. So now you can see there's my proper wrap and turns, and which is funny. I fixed it. So I technically have 14 wrap and turns, which is what I'm supposed to have. But counting my little ridges, I have 11 ridges, where the other side I think I have 13. And that could have just been that I somehow knitted somewhere and screwed up an extra row. But I was short something like 7 stitches, which makes logically no sense. Mm-hmm. Because if you're knitting front to back on one row out and one row when you come in, that's 2 stitches you're increasing on. And if you have 11 rows, that's 22 stitches. And somehow I short 7 stitches. And I have all this yarn left over, which makes no sense because this is what I took out.
Oh, so that's what, okay.
These are the rows I took out to take it back down. I took it back down and I stopped it a few rows from where it was. So I'm not sure if it's because, I don't know. So what I'm debating now is just to take out this whole section again and just redo the whole entire section from start. Okay. And do it properly, because I'm not sure if when we try to fix this in here, I'm losing stitches, and that's why I'm short all those stitches. I might be, like with knitting them together, we might have been losing stitches. I say we because she helped me, and it's a we project. I'm torn. I've already taken this down to pretty much like here.
This is like what people talk about, where you have to decide is you know, and we could probably fudge something.
But that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to fudge this to fix it, just this section, without having to redo the whole.
Is the result going to really bother you?
Look how beautiful this is.
Because you love these colors.
Oh my God.
You love this shawl. And is it going to bother you?
Yes.
So.
Yeah, because when you hold it up, you'll be able to see one side will look like this and one side will look like that. And you'll be able to see the difference. And that's going to drive me insane. Even though I might not wear it like that to see it, I know.
Yeah, because when we were talking about it, it's like, well, when you wear it all wrapped around, like you're not going to see those, you're not going to see that W when you have it wrapped around your neck, right? And you're not going to be walking around like holding it out on your back.
And someone's going to ask to see my shawl, and then I don't want to have that because I'm putting a lot of love and effort into this. So I figured if I'm taking out this section, I might as well take out this section and redo both. They didn't take me too long to do. It was a couple days of each. Like literally, I think I refixed this section in one night. It wasn't long. So I'm like, let me just take both back the sections, take them back down to the gray striping, and redo them on both sides. Do them properly, where I wrap my yarn on the first stitch and then knit the second stitch is what I've done.
Okay.
And so do that. But see, they gap. Why do they gap so much, people? Look at that gap. Why? Why do they gap so much?
And this is the German short rows?
No, this is regular wrap and turns.
Regular wrap and turns, okay.
I didn't know how to do the German short row wrap and turn things because
now you were doing those originally, right?
I did that for here. Oh my God. Right. I did that for this section.
Yeah.
I loved it. Like, do you see how nice and even that is? You can see I don't think I made a mistake in here
that
at all.
This
is beautiful.
Gappy at all.
No, like it has that little section going down the middle here. But to me, that's fine because there's a section in the middle here. So like it's beautiful there. I have no problem. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see there? Yeah, you can see that little section right in here. I can hold it straight. There you go. That little section there. But I mean, that doesn't bother me. So I don't know. I'm thinking of just taking out these two sections because the problem with that is you have to knit with a German short row. You knit to the stitch that you're supposed to do the wrap and turn, and then you knit the next stitch or something. And I can't knit the next stitch because there used to be a stitch marker here.
Okay.
And that's part of like a different section. So that's why I didn't do that. I went with the regular wrap and turns. But I think here, see, I think that's what happened is we see we're picking up other stitches. And I think that's how I lost stitches. Because technically, if you think about it, you're supposed to do 12 rounds. And in the 12 rounds, you're supposed to be increasing. You're supposed to have 14 wrap and turns, increase 12 rounds, and you're supposed to have 2 stitches at each increase, which is 48 stitches. Right? It's not working out. So there's my tail of woe.
Okay, tail of woe.
I'm taking this back out.
I'm feeling that's gonna be ripped out.
And
not all
doing both those sections. No, just those little sections. Wing sections on either side. And because of my not rating,
because you want it to be nice.
I do. I want to love it. I want to love it knowing that, okay, I might have a design element somewhere else in it, but at least it's not a major element like that to it. So, yeah.
Design elements are usually ones that only you know about, and when people look at it, they don't notice it, whereas this, you feel like someone would be like,
Like the sweater I'm wearing.
Something is wrong there.
Has huge design elements. My pattern doesn't match. If you look at the back, it doesn't match in places.
Like a non-knitter isn't going to notice that.
And it didn't bother me when I knit this. I didn't care. I was happy with my sweater, so yeah. All right.
All right, so what are we on now?
We're on our cowl.
So our Bootylicious cowl. Bootylicious, love your booty, whatever, depending on what kind of project. 3 ways to enter. You're either making something that you're wearing on your butt, like a skirt, pants, shorts, whatnot. You're making something where the name of the pattern or the name of the yarn or the colorway has the word butt or bum in it, or you're making something that has a bum, like a toy or a doll or something like that. So 3 ways to enter. So we are both making garments to go on our bums.
Yes.
And we have both started them officially.
Yes, I officially started.
I wasn't sure I was going to have it started, but on Thursday I'm like, you know what, I just need to cast this on so that it started.
Oh no.
Because I knew you started yours. So.
I did. November 1st I started mine.
Yeah.
And I've been working on it. And I knitted on the plane.
Yeah.
And it's going to take me forever.
Okay, so why don't you talk about yours?
So, I did an Ann Bud skirt class at the retreat that I was at, the Knitting Knit for Fun retreat. November 1st was my first day there, and I did this. We did measurements, we did test swatching, and I bought the yarn from Test Design Yarns in Maine when I was in the very beginning of September.
Use that yarn?
I did. Okay. My yarn, baby. This is only one skein.
Yeah.
Okay. Like
really
this
nice.
Is the size of my head.
Yeah.
It's really so nice. So, it's a huge yarn ball. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm combining. Because I took this class, I kind of have like a pattern that's given to me based on my measurements. Excuse me. I'm combining 2 skirt patterns together to get what I want, because all the time, every time I try the skirt on, it fit like beautifully. It was amazing. And everybody that put it on, it looked stunning on. I'm like, I couldn't believe how many people looked amazing in this skirt. It is a magic skirt, really, really. Mm-hmm. And it has to be a certain length for everybody's different. Okay. And that's where it makes the magic in it and how it fits everybody and looks amazing. And because there's a flat top and then it starts with pleats, you need to wear a top that comes up to that area. Okay. So like here, this is part of the skirt. So see, here's a flat top at the top. So you'd wear a top that comes up to there and then you'd wear your skirt. Now this is probably longer than definitely I'm wearing. But there's a pattern in between the pleats, and I forget what that section is called. Do you know what it's called? It's something with a G or something, I think Anne called it. Because the pleat is the thick section. I thought the pleat was a little... Excuse me.
What do you mean by what that pattern's called?
No,
or?
there's a name for this in between the pleat.
I don't know.
I forget what it's called. So I want to do... I'm torn what I want to do. I was going to do that in between the pleats. And then one of the girls, Cynthia, who owns the River City yarn shop, made the skirt, and it was stunning. And I tried it on, and besides the waist and a bit of the hip, it fit me like a glove. And it was absolutely beautiful. Not my colors, because it was brown, but it was stunning.
I don't think you ever wear brown.
She did this. Do you see that? Oh my God. So actually in the pleat, there's...
Is that not...
There's a slip stitch.
Oh, it's a slip stitch. Okay.
It's paid patterns.
I know, but you can't. You don't know what slip stitch
I'm not telling you how to do it or anything.
Yeah, a slip stitch doesn't tell you what you're doing.
So Anne created this for me for my skirt.
Okay.
So I asked her for something like this. So we created it into my pattern that works for my skirt, and I love it. And then see in between, these are the actual pleats. So in between whatever those something is called, and I'm sure you guys are yelling at me. This is just a plain stock a pearl stitch. You can see. So this is what we all the design.
That's what I thought. I was looking at that part. This is the slip stitch.
Yeah, this is discarded. Yeah, but this is the actual
reverse
pleat.
Okay.
And this is called something else.
Okay. I don't
Garrett, I forget what it's called. She said it. Of course I didn't write it down, so I don't remember. But originally I was going to do this pattern in there, but now I fell in love with this, so this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm super excited about it. I have been knitting on it.
And do you start at the waist or you start at the bottom?
I start at the waist to go down.
Okay.
My number's all done up.
And you figured out your measurements,
I have all my measurements, all my numbers. You have to be honest and true when you do this, because it's only going to mess up yourself.
No, but there's no point in not being honest and true, because no one looking at you in the skirt is going to know
that's right
how many stitches or how many inches it is. It's just, does it flatter you or does it not?
I got like 320 stitches I cast it on, and then somewhere I decrease and increase, and God knows what. But I don't care.
I think about that.
Don't
But no one's going to look at your skirt and be like, oh my God, she has like 324 stitches.
My waist is like a 30-something waist.
I know, but nobody cares.
And it's bigger than what it used to be. So I'm like,
whatever.
whatever.
Fits you.
I got big hips. I got hips and a booty.
I've got big
and I
hips
got thighs, and I don't care.
Yeah.
I love my curves. You gotta love your body and love your curves.
Make things to fit. Otherwise, there's no point.
Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna hold this up. Open. Okay, so I need to knit a few inches for the waistband. So I'm working on the waistband. Do you see that? Can you see that? Look how pretty that is. I love it. I love the color.
The fabric's really nice.
Yeah. So I'm getting a good tension on it.
You're getting
it's on
a nice fabric.
2.75 millimeter needle. Shoot me now. Okay? But because I'm also, guess what I'm doing?
What are you doing?
I'm continental knitting.
Continental
It is flying.
Yeah,
I could do a round really quickly. I'm very proud of myself for teaching myself how to continental knit. I'm wrapped up here, but that usually happens. I'm very proud of myself for teaching myself how to continental knit. I'm finding it really quick. I was doing this on the plane, talking to some guy beside me, and I could just do a round, and it was really quick. And when I don't talk to people, it goes quicker because I have to look at my knitting. So I'm very happy with it. I'm getting a nice...
nice fabric.
It's not like super dense when you stretch it, but you're not stretching your skirt that much.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
Excuse me. This skirt is going to fit you perfectly. So I love my stitch definition on it. If you haven't seen that, look at that. Can you see it? The stitch definition. Look how pretty that is. Loving it. So I'm really, really happy.
Cool.
This might not be done for New Year's.
That's hard to say because you tend to have less projects, but you work on, like, you have less time to knit.
I'm an organist knitter.
Yeah.
I'm an
Whereas I tend to have more projects, but I have more time to knit. Yeah. So it kind of,
So my plan is to work on the Wonder Woman shawl.
And that.
Work on this. Yeah. And I had another project that I brought that I want to work on.
Well, you were going to make your mom another cowl too, though.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing that right now.
She's got one. She's good.
She's got one right now. That will have to work. But I have another project that I'm dying to cast on.
Okay.
Like dying, and it's wound up and everything. I think we did, didn't I? Can I show it again?
Yeah, show it.
Okay. Excuse me.
I have that one right there. Is my I'm dying to cast on.
I'm dying to cast this on.
Okay. So Avery wanted an ear flap hat.
Oh no way! Really?
Yes. So she has 2 hats. It's so much fun to knit her hats. She has 2 hats that she wears, and one's lined with fleece, so that's like her winter hat. But she's saying how sometimes it rides up, right? So she wants an ear flap hat, so something that comes down. And I've been looking all over Ravelry. Tell me when you're ready, and I can go. Oh, you want?
Yeah,
no,
go keep talking.
I've been looking all over Ravelry, and I kind of have an idea of what I want, but I'm not quite finding what I want. So I'm thinking I'm going to design something, just for my own purpose, not to like put out there, but just because I know what I want, and I want it to be a double layer hat. So see, like the chenille.
Yep.
That would be the inner layer,
Yep.
and then the pink.
Yep. Pink,
would be,
purples, and
I'd double that, and that would be the outer layer, and I'd make it kind of like the other one with the kitty ears.
Yeah.
And then have the flaps.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I'm dying to cast that on.
Yeah. So I'm dying to cast this on.
Yeah. When we saw this, I can see that this would be so fast. You have to cast this on.
I know. It's already wound up, ready to go. Got the pom-pom.
Cast this on, and when you're really super frustrated with the shawl but don't want to work on the skirt.
That's right. That's what I want to do. So that's what I have to do. My issue is finding the pattern to go with this.
But
I
just
want
need a cable, like
that's what I want,
just
a simple cable.
Just simple cable.
And I can't find something.
Really?
Yeah.
It seems like every other day there's like 50 new cabled hat patterns coming up.
The problem is they're cabled and there's other stuff on them, and it's just not like here's a cable, here's like a knit section, here's a cable.
When we're done with this,
I know she'll find something and like here you go.
We're gonna go on Ravelry and we're gonna come find it, because of all the patterns to not be able to find a cabled hat should not be that. It should not be the pattern that you can't find.
Yeah.
Like
and
double layer ear flap cat hat, maybe not as easy to find.
Okay.
Cabled hat, you should be able to find. Anyway, we're gonna find one. We're gonna find one.
That is my.
That's your Bootylicious cowl, or Bootylicious project.
You know, it'll fit my booty.
Yes. And mine, hopefully, I don't know if mine's gonna fit. We'll see. So my Bootylicious project.
Did you do a swatch?
No. But whatever. We'll figure it out. I'm making
It's okay.
I'm making the bum cozy.
I love that.
Okay.
Still, I love that whole picture.
I want this outfit.
I told you, isn't that stunning? That's what made me want to make that.
I have been like searching online for a denim jacket.
Yeah.
Just so that I can because I'm like, I have the gray leggings.
Yeah.
I'm not making the orange skirt, but the color I'm making will be fine. I've got the black boots.
Okay.
I'm like, I need the short.
The denim jacket to go with it. Yeah.
But I need it to be a certain style, like just your boxy denim jacket I don't want. So I've been looking for this. You know who designed this? I didn't put two and two together.
No.
It's the dyers behind the Blue Brick.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, she's the designer of this.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, me neither, until I saw it was done by the Blue Brick, and I'm like, oh, is that the
No
Blue
way.
Brick?
I've been loving this forever.
Yeah.
This is, and the whole outfit, I'm like, she obviously has that outfit. I'm loving that.
The Blue Brick.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Very cool. I've been loving this for a while. And
the bum cozy, it's not technically a skirt. It's just a tube with a drawstring cord to kind of keep it on. It's a cowl for your butt, because it's just meant to be worn over leggings in the winter to keep your bum warm. And so I'm kind of like, it calls for like a worsted Aryn weight, and the yarn I'm using, this is why I probably should have done a swatch just for this reason, but I'm like, whatever, I'll figure it out.
She could tweak it. She could.
Yeah, my dad brought me back some Briggs & Little sport weight undyed from his trip to the East Coast. So I dyed it, and I showed that in the skein like 2 episodes ago. Mm-hmm. I'm holding it double, so it's giving me a little bit bigger than a worsted weight.
Okay.
However, the largest size in the pattern is like a 44 inch.
Right.
And I need 50 inches, right?
Yeah,
so
but is your gauge off?
Oh, I haven't even looked at my gauge.
Oh.
Anyway, I have looked at my gauge, because I'll get there. So I'm hoping that because I'm using thicker yarn by doubling it,
right,
and I'm using bigger needles, it calls for like a 3.5, and I'm using 4.5.
Right.
That will help me make up that difference between the 44 inch and the 50 inch. And also, because it's a ribs and cables, it's very stretchy. Right? It's a very stretchy pattern. So I'm hoping that even if I'm off, the rib will help. So I have cast on, but mine's in a similar stage as yours. It looks like a wiggly worm.
Hey, at least we're somewhere around the same. You'll just finish yours faster than mine.
I don't know, because I might have to rip this whole entire thing out.
Excuse me.
Okay, so this is the yarn. Okay, I have a little story about the yarn.
You mean there's more?
Okay, I have a little story about the yarn.
It looks like yarn bark.
Okay, so this is my yarn.
I love the color.
So I got home from gymnastics today, and this was in the kitchen. Okay, so this ball was in the kitchen. You know the layout of my house.
Yes.
This ball was in the kitchen, with a strand of yarn coming from it, going down the hallway, into this room, through there, into the living room.
Oh no!
Do you know who was playing with it?
Well, there's only one person or one.
And what's his name?
Mr. T for Mr. Trouble.
Mr. Trouble. Okay.
Totally.
So I was like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Kitty, what did you do? But
hey, at least it's one in piece. It's still in one piece.
Yeah, the project was still on the couch.
And the yarn's in one piece?
Yeah, it was
they're
just,
good. You're
so
good.
he had just taken
You're
the ball and gone for a little run. So
That's
it was
too
fun.
funny.
I was like, oh my god, cat.
Oh my god. Imagine if he bit it in half or like chewed off the yarn.
Well,
and then
that's
you'd
the
have
thing,
all,
because see now, the cat doesn't take the stitches off my needles.
No, she
but
does.
just okay. It's alright. Because they're singles, I'm like, he could have very easily
Oh yeah, torn right through it or
broke
something,
it
yeah.
because it's a single. And yeah, but nothing, the project was fine.
Good kitty, he just played with it.
So I have it on a very small needle. I would prefer to have a bigger cord, but I couldn't, in my vast collection of needles, find one that was a 4.5 with a bigger cord. So this is as much as I have done too. See that?
I brought my needles if you need a borrowed cord. For
Because I would like, I think I'd like at least a 32, because this
I
is
have
on a
lots.
24 inch, and these stitches, like, I think I cast on 264 stitches.
Yeah, I have lots if you need. I have cables.
I might be tempted to do that because, yeah. But
Yeah, I can
my
see
plan-
you're struggling with that, and that's gonna get frustrating for you.
my plan, so the pattern is, like I think I said, is written just as a tube with eyelets and a drawstring. I'm making it more as a skirt, so I'm doing this for about an inch and a half, and then I'm going to do a purl ridge, and then do another inch and a half, fold it over, knit it together to make an elastic casing.
Hey, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah. I like an elastic casing. Even when I've made Avery skirts and
Yeah.
the patterns haven't called for them, I've always done an elastic casing. And then after I do that elastic casing, I'll go into the cable
yeah.
and ribbing. Now, I did my gauge on what I have here so far, and I was getting 4 stitches to the inch.
Okay.
And the pattern calls for 6 stitches to the inch over a rib. Okay, this is where I think I might be okay.
Oh, okay.
Because this is
Excuse me.
4 stitches to the inch over stocking net,
Right.
and
so,
the pattern calls for 6 stitches over a rib, which would condense
Right,
it,
but also stretch it though.
but unstretched. It says unstretched.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
So
then you're fine.
I'm
I think you'll be
thinking
fine.
once I get to the ribbing part, it will kind of constrict in. I think I'll be okay. So
I think you'll be fine.
I think I'll be okay. The only thing is in this stocking net part. But see, once you put the elastic in, that squishes it up too, right? Because at this gauge, with this many stitches, this is giving me like a 60-inch circumference.
Yeah.
And I only need, like, I don't even need it. I need it to be less than 50 because my waist is smaller than my hips.
Right. Well,
But
of
I'm
course.
hoping the elastic will help with that. If anything, what I think
But
I should
aren't
have
you
done...
putting in increases anywhere?
No.
Oh, you're just going to straight.
Yeah, what
Okay.
I think I should have done is cast on for a smaller size and then increased to that larger number. But I'm hoping the elastic will bring it in. So that's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping next time that I'll at least have the elastic casing done, and I'll be into the rib and the cable pattern.
Cool.
You have a lot of stocking net. No, yours is, you start right, wait a minute.
No, I'm starting
have your
I'm
waistband.
starting at the waistband. That's where I'm at the waistband.
But then it goes right into the pattern after that,
No,
right?
I still have.
You
I
have a
have
straight
a straight section
Okay, so you have
where I
stocking
think I
net.
do increases in or decreases or something
it
in
would-
there. I don't
It would have
remember.
to be increases, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
'Cause
because
wouldn't
my
you be
waist is
going-
tiny and my hips
yeah,
are bigger,
yeah, it'd be
so
increases.
I'm doing increases and then I forget what I'm doing and then I'm going into pattern.
Yeah. Okay. So you have a bit of just once you get to a certain part, you'll be going just around and around and around and around before you get into it.
right. Yep.
Okay.
So why don't we take a tea break?
We need a tea break.
We need a tea break.
And do
Because
we need
you know
to fill up our
why?
tea?
Yeah, we do. And you know why?
Why?
Because we have a big, huge
Hey, can I do my spinning first?
segment. Oh, yeah, you could.
Do I have time to do my spinning a little bit?
You want to do it now, or do you want to do it like when we come back with all
Well,
this
do you
stuff?
want to come back and we just do the enabling, or
Well, no, you have pretty spinning to show.
I have pretty spinning.
So why don't we come back and do the spinning? Let everybody take a tea break.
Take a break,
And then we'll come back and do the spinning, and then we'll go right into enabling.
because she has her retreat to talk about.
Yeah, I know. And enabling. We
And
both have
enabling.
You have enabling.
I have a mystery box.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot, so I just have a mystery box and then one skein that you guys haven't seen,
Okay.
and then you have your Edmonton
Yeah. Edmonton.
craziness
Yeah. And the yarn crawl.
and her prize.
Yeah. So
From
we'll
the
be
yarn
back.
crawl. Okay.
We'll be back.
We'll be
Go
back.
grab your tea. We'll be back.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
Did you get your tea?
Yep.
That's good.
I
Did you have a snack?
I had a snack
There you go.
because
It's all good.
my stomach was not happy.
You're hungry. So you
I
gotta
was so hungry. Oh my goodness.
No worries.
Yeah,
Okay.
So I had a little snack.
So let's start with your spinning.
Let's start with my spinning. I have a little bit of spinning. So last time I showed you the Brillo pad of fiber that I had to spin for my mom.
That's right.
The Icelandic wool so that she could make my brother another pair of gloves. So this was wool that he picked up on his trip, and he wanted it into yarn. And if you remember, it was like...
Oh, it was terrible.
It was basically unspun.
Yeah.
So it was like unspun yarn that you're supposed to twist while you knit, but it was just not working. And so what I do is I put it through my wheel under a low tension just to add twist. And I wasn't looking forward to it, but I got it done.
Nice.
So all of the fiber or yarn
it
slash
was
fiber.
yarn. It looked like fiber the way it was.
Yeah.
It would pull apart like fiber in short little...
technically it was yarn. They weren't selling it as fiber, but it was so unspun that it would fall apart like fiber when you pulled it. Yeah. So I had 2 bumps, and I spun both of them and then 2-plied them together. So this is it. This is the last bit of that.
That's nice. Nice.
I will never have to deal with this again.
It's done.
So yeah, it's done. This is about 300 yards, which should be enough to definitely make maybe even 2 pairs of gloves. I don't know, like, so
depending
maybe
what your mom's doing with them.
She just makes these short ones with the little fingers.
Oh my gosh, she puts the fingers in them?
She puts the fingers in them.
You're awesome.
Yeah, she puts the fingers
in them. That's a lot of work.
I've done that once. Yeah, it's not fun. But because they're short, she might even be able to get like 3 out of this, so that if one of them, you know what I mean, like she might come a new pair, but if one of those wear out, she could even maybe do a replacement pair. Yeah. 300 yards I think would be enough for that. So that's done. I'm going to see her tomorrow. This is being handed off.
Nice.
See ya. Bye-bye, Brillo pad. Okay. And then, so I mentioned also last time how before I was going to do that, I was really wanting to do like a fun, thick, bulky spin. And then I got stuck with having to get that done. So as soon as this was done, I was like, okay, now I'm doing my fun thick spin. Are you ready to see this? This is so fun. I love this so much. So I took a braid of fiber. Like,
love the color.
I think it's at least 2. I would have got this braid shortly after I started spinning because I bought like all the fiber. And I remember signing up for a couple of different clubs. Right. Like, not where you'd get something every month, but like, you know how on Etsy, like, you can just be like, oh, I'll just get this month and I'll just get this month. So this was from Fiber Stash. I did not check if she still has an Etsy shop, but I will link it if she does. And I think I got 3 months of hers because it was very reasonably priced at the time. And this was one of them. And so, okay, so it was a gradient braid. And I spun it thick. And then I chain plied it. Now, I don't know if you can see the sparkle. Can you see the sparkle? I can't. I'm trying. I know you can. But I don't know if it's coming across on camera. So when I chain plied it, I held it together with, you can definitely see the sparkle in that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I held it together with this while I chain plied.
I remember that.
Yeah, we got this last year on our yarn crawl. And I wanted to try spinning with it, and I did. And I really like how it looks. It's quite thick.
You can see it mostly in the purple, a lot of that sparkle. Like if you're holding
but I like how, like, in the green sections, it looks more green.
Oh yeah, it picks up exactly the color.
In the purple sections, it looks more purple. Excuse me. So I got about 50, is it 50 yards or 80 yards? Somewhere in that range of this.
Very nice.
So it's really thick. I'm going to make Avery a hat with this.
I was going to say, that'd be perfect.
I'd like to find a giant pom-pom. Maybe purple pom-pom? A giant purple pom-pom. To go on this.
Go listen to, the Grocery Girls just posted all their pom-pom places to buy them.
Yeah.
And where to get them from.
I'd need one that does, like, brightly colored pom-poms. Yeah.
And she just listed a whole thing. Go check it out. Christy's
been getting pom-poms lately, too. From Relatively Crafty. I'll have to see if she gets some. She got it like a really bright yellow one. Yeah. So I'll have to see. But I'm thinking, I hope you can see the sparkle. Oh, yeah. But you have to be able to. This took me like 2 days, and I'm tempted to do, because I have some more of that like filament. Yeah. I'm tempted to take another braid out of my stash that doesn't necessarily have a plan, and do another one of these really thick. Why not? Really thick spins with the. I
like it. I think it turned out really pretty.
And you can't feel that sparkle. Like, it's not. No. It's such a fine thread.
Not prickly or anything like that.
No, it's such a fine thread. You don't really feel it, but it is quite sparkly.
I like it.
So this is gonna be a hat. And in my frenzy of casting things on, who knows? You might see this next time. I don't know. I can't promise that I'm not going to cast it on.
I know.
I might have to cast
That'll be a cute quick knit, though.
But that would be so quick. That would be like a day. Yeah, that would be an afternoon.
I know.
I might have to do that. I know. It might all depend on the pom-pom.
We'll see. I'm telling you, check out. She listed like 2 or 3
I will.
places, and some are Canadian. So
and if you guys buy pom poms, like comment below. Where do you buy your pom poms?
That's right. Let us know.
You like pom poms
I'm
too.
loving. I haven't even made a hat yet with them.
I know,
I'm going
but
to.
you want to make
and
stuff with
there's
pom-poms.
stuff that I have
because pom poms, big pom poms are a thing now. So there might be lots of sources.
I think that I want to do.
Yeah, there might be lots of sources we don't know about. So
that's right.
Tell us where you get your pom poms.
Yeah, exactly. Canadian, U.S., American, or UK, wherever. Let us know.
Probably, I'm thinking it would
Canadian or UK.
either Canadian or UK.
Would be awesome.
The shipping would be more reasonable.
I know.
But
still, you never know.
I think there are some U.S. sellers. I remember someone mentioning how, was it Hand Me My Knitting? I think it was Hand Me My Knitting. She got some pom-poms from the U.S. and she said the shipping was very reasonable. So there are some places.
Some of them will ship them flatter for you, right?
Yeah.
And you just
because you blow dry them or something like that. That's what I heard.
Fluff them up.
You take a blow dry and go, and then it
fluff
kind
them
of,
up.
Yeah.
When sometimes you shake them, that's why I shake them, because they'll be squished. You shake them and they just kind of poof in your, they're really nice. Yeah. All right.
So that's my spinning.
So you
have
a package. Okay. You have a package that's wrapped up that I'm dying to know now where
she wants to know. Okay, so I have a skein of yarn that she doesn't know, and she's dying to know.
I'm dying to know because all I know is Miss Babs.
Yeah, before we pushed record again, she's like, "Oh, when did you buy that?" And I was like, "I didn't buy it." And she's like, "What do you mean you didn't buy it?" So she's just like,
I've been waiting.
She's just like,
I want to know,
going crazy over there. And then I have a mystery box. So I think you want me to do this first.
I do. I want to know.
So I left it wrapped up. So I got a skein from Miss Babs.
And it's from Miss Babs.
It's from Miss Babs.
She wraps up their stuff like that. And
the reason I said I didn't purchase this is because it's a prize.
You want a prize?
I want a prize.
Woohoo! So, who'd you win a prize from?
So I won a prize.
She said she's not lucky.
Well, that's because
okay.
The amount of the pool of people that was being drawn from was much smaller than
excuses.
Miss Yarn Crawl over here, where hundreds of people participate. And then anyway, so Miss Babs was the sponsor for the last season of the Child for All Seasons.
Awesome.
Knit along. So if you remember the Satellites cardigan that I finished,
yes,
I entered that in. So there was maybe 10 or 15 finished objects, maybe less than that. And I won one of the prizes.
Yay!
So the prize was your choice of skein. So
sweet.
I was able to go on this website, and it was a skein of Yowza.
I know the colorway.
No, you don't. There's no way you can know.
Jellyfish.
There's no way you can know.
Is it not jellyfish?
It's not jellyfish.
That's okay.
I think jellyfish. Is that the one that I love?
Yes, she always sends you a fish marker.
I think, you know what? I think I looked for jellyfish, and it wasn't.
She always has jellyfish. You might not look for it.
I might have, but I wouldn't have looked for it, because you know what my thinking was in picking out a color. Nope. So there's a little mini skein that's really pretty.
Which one's that?
Zombie Prom.
Yes, I know. I love that one. One day I went and I shopped all her. She had a sale, and I put all the stuff in my cart.
I did that too.
And then I turned around and didn't buy anything because I was like, it was going to cost me double of what I was spending on the duties.
Yeah. So and then with this, yeah. So my thinking, right? So my first impulse when I went on the website was like all the pretty colors, right? I was like, oh, all the pretty colors, which like jellyfish is one that I really like. It's not just called jellyfish; it's something else.
I don't know, but it's a jellyfish.
Deep sea jellyfish. Or something?
Yeah, deep sea jellyfish. It's still stunning color.
I love that color. Yeah. I think when I was putting things in my cart during her sale, that's one of the ones.
I have one of those in there.
So I was looking at all the pretty colors, and then I thought, okay, you know what? If I get this one skein of this crazy color, what am I going to do with it? So unless I have a pattern that I know I would make with it, it's just going to sit in my stash.
Socks, and you make socks for yourself.
But I have. This is all sock yarn. I'm like, I don't need sock yarn.
You never used anything.
No, but it was Yowza. We had to put. It was a skein of Yowza. So I'm like, if I get a skein of Yowza in a beautiful variegated color, and I don't have a plan for it, other than making Avery a sweater. But I have lots of other yarn for her too. Right?
What are you gonna make?
I was like, what am I going to do with it? I don't want just this skein to sit in my stash.
Yeah.
So Yowza is a light worsted DK. Mm-hmm. And so what I thought I would do is order one that I could pair with some of the DK I already have. So that if I wanted to make a garment for myself, or if I wanted to make a 2-color something, it would go. I wouldn't just have this crazy skein. So I'm sorry to disappoint you.
You're
but
not disappointing me. That's all over me.
This is what I picked.
Is that her pewter colorway?
I don't remember if it was called pewter. Oh, there we go.
Right there.
Moonscape.
Moonscape.
So this is
Isn't it
Moonscape.
stunning?
So I tried to
It's
pick
gorgeous.
a nice neutral gray. So, because I have lots of DK yarns that are crazy colors, and like I have another one of her Yowzas that you got me at one of the events you went to.
560 yards.
Yeah, and I figured if I get a
Like a
nice
yarn
neutral color, then I can make a bigger project with stuff I have.
This is what I paid for my 700 something yards of my yarn.
So while it's
But
not exciting,
it's Miss Babs though,
I'm
and it's
hoping-
gorgeous. But
I'm hoping, I'll
if
be able
you
to
use it for yourself for something that goes with something else, because you could always use this as neutral and have a pop of your other color.
So
and
I
think
have.
it's perfect.
I actually went through some of my DK stash and to try and see, okay, what
DK shawl.
what colors would go with the ones I already have.
Did you see the beautiful new shawls that Lisa Much put out that you
I
could
always
use
do,
maybe a
of course.
solid with
I don't
like
do shawls.
Yeah, you wear crescent shape
I wear one shawl.
shawls.
I've said this before. This is the way I am with accessories. I have one purse that I like. I have like one I have my exploration station, and that's what I wear. And I don't feel the need to have any other shawls. There's one more shawl I want to do. We've talked about.
Yeah.
But like even that, it's more the process. Like I want to just make the shawl, versus just wanting more shawls. Like if I make a shawl, it's because I want to make the pattern, not because I want the shawl. So this will probably be a garment. I'm thinking I'm going to combine this.
It's nice.
We talked last time about with the fades and how it can
Yeah.
make you or help you combine all skeins.
I think it's beautiful.
I'm thinking I'm going to combine this with some of my DK stash to make a garment.
Why not?
Yeah.
It'll be beautiful.
It's very soft.
It is.
But I'm
It
happy
looks
with the
really
gray.
nice.
It's a nice neutral gray.
I love it too.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't realize it had to be a Yowza thing.
Yeah, it had to be a Yowza, which is
Yeah.
fine because
Did
the
you-
Yowza is
Did you open this already?
Yeah.
Oh, she's awesome.
Okay, so
Ready?
my other thing.
Don't show that part.
I can just.
Has
Okay,
all the
anyway,
addresses on
it's a
it.
box. Another Rosie's Moments mystery box.
Yeah.
I had to get this one. This is from her TV series, children's cartoon series, Inspector Gadget.
Awesome! I'm so excited.
I can't wait to see what she
I
did with
love
this
it.
one because her Scooby-Doo one was so much fun.
I still watch Inspector Gadget
Where do you watch it?
on the Retro Teletoons.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have that. Because Avery would probably like
Love. But you can find it. You can find it on Netflix. Just
Oh,
type it
it's not on Netflix.
in. Don't you have an Android box on your?
Boxes? What are you talking about?
What do you use? Chromecast.
Chromecast. Yeah.
Type in.
On
type it in,
Netflix or on YouTube?
and you'll find it.
I'll try. We'll
You'll
see.
find it.
We'll see. Okay.
Inspector
Is this the
Gadget.
pattern? Okay. I'm trying to find the paper because I
Oh.
opened it from the bottom
Yes, I'm sorry.
because I didn't want to cut through all the plastic and stuff.
There we
There you
go.
go.
Look, Inspector Gadget. Do 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 do.
Which way?
Okay.
Is there a picture?
Is there a picture of the
There's
pattern?
not a picture.
Okay. Alrighty. So, Inspector Gadget was a favorite with my son, and his son now loves watching it with his dad. Gadget is a human being with thousands of high-tech gadgets installed in his body. Gadget is very powerful and loyal to his career as a lawman, but he's also very dim-witted, clueless, incompetent, oblivious, and gullible. Totally. While Penny and Brain secretly do all the real detective work, Gadget has a knack of inadvertently saying the day, usually oblivious to the fact that he's saving the day. Oh, did I say saving or saying? I'm sorry.
It's
Let
in
me
a-
repeat
it's in a
that.
font. It's
Let
in
me
a fancy
repeat
font.
that. Gadget has a knack for inadvertently saving the day, usually oblivious to the fact that he's saving the day. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, we're
So he
good.
saves the day, but he doesn't realize he's saving the day.
But he doesn't even
But he-
really
yeah,
save
he
the day
doesn't-
because it's really Brain and
It's
Penny
them
that does
saving
it.
the day. Yeah, so he saves the day, but he doesn't.
So Gadget loves his family more than anything and would do anything to keep them from harm, especially Penny. The yarn is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 100 grams, 425 meters, perfect for knitting socks, and it's called the Inspector's Gadgets. Oh, wow. That's nice.
I like it.
I love that blue.
Yeah, it's
has
a really
hints
nice blue.
Of,
Like,
yeah, it's
I
a really
love
beautiful
this.
blue with the little pops
Yeah,
of red in
it's
there.
got,
And because that's like his gadgets and stuff,
Okay,
and
I'm
the
gonna have to-
yellows and...
Because there's this really, really pretty area.
Excuse me. Stupid.
There's this really pretty spot.
Yeah, that one.
Like
I like
right
that a lot.
there.
Look at that.
That has like reds and there's like I think where the yellows and has blended with the blues and stuff. There's some greener patches.
But it's not like a, it's actually really nice. That blue's
Yeah.
really
It's
nice.
a really nice blue. And I
I'm
love
starting
all
to
the
like red a
sparkles
little
of that.
bit.
What?
only in sock yarn where I can put them on my feet.
But see, that's why I like this, because it's sock yarn, and I know my brothers, like, I know, like, okay, when in doubt, if I get a skein of yarn, I'm like, ooh, I don't know why I feel like that, about that. Owen, he will wear anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Joe commented on our podcast that she really liked me in red, which thank you so much, Joe. That was so sweet of you.
Suits it. You just don't like it.
Right. And so with that comment that she said to me, it really touched my heart that she said that. And I was like, so sweet. So I'm like, after that, I was thinking, well, you know what? Let me look at some things that maybe have some red in them. And maybe I can introduce it into my palette, even though I am a pink girl. But
it depends also on the shade of red. Like, I think bluer reds.
Yes, it has to be bluer reds.
Are going to suit you more than orangey reds.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, and look, there's a little mini skein too. This would be so much fun. These socks, gray heels and toes.
Oh yeah, that'd be so pretty.
I like that.
So do I. All right. As knitters, we are very much like him, as we all love gadgets to help us on our knitting journey. I'm often on the lookout for new things to help with my knitting. In this box, I have enclosed some needles.
Okay, does she mean darning needles?
She just says needles.
Yeah.
Stitch markers.
Okay, there's this whole little packet here.
Oh yeah, so there's stitch markers?
With darning needles, bulb stitch markers, locking stitch markers, and those little like haya fabric.
Yarn balls.
The yarn balls, yeah.
Yarn ball stitch markers.
And what else? Oh, there's a little sheep stitch marker there too. There's a whole bunch in there.
Cute.
So there's 3 darning needles, and one of them has the curved tip. I like those.
Excellent. And then the stitch markers, row counter. Ooh, the new row counters. I love those.
Yeah.
I use those too. And a miniature crochet hook.
I love this.
Which are fantastic for picking up drop stitches, which is
set of 3.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
See that? I love these.
That's what I need, is a set of 3.
Yeah, I use these all the time.
I have only like one size, and it never works for all of my other ones. Is that like a haya thing or something?
No, I don't know. We're
going to have to find out where she gets those. I like those.
Yeah.
That I would totally, I could use one
I love that there's 3 sets on here.
I think the greatest gadget we need is our eyesight. So I've included chocolate eyes.
Ready?
That's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. Chocolate eyes. Ready?
Can you see it?
That's
See,
awesome.
I needed to open this before we took a break so I could eat these.
That's okay. You can eat them now?
I'll eat them now. Well, I'm going to wait.
I'll be doing all the talking.
Yeah, chocolate is a little
sticky. No, that's fine.
So yeah, so that was the Inspector Gadget box.
I
so
love
much
that.
fun. Now there was a pattern, but it didn't have a picture, so
but it was a sock pattern.
A sock pattern, yeah. She always has a sock.
She always has a nice sock.
She always has a sock a pattern in her boxes. I love her boxes.
Awesome.
So I have another one that we will be doing shortly. I have the Mount Vesuvius box.
Oh yes.
And then I'm really hoping soon I'll get, because I ordered her Advent box.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I'm hoping
that'll be fun.
That's gonna be fun.
That will be fun. Oh my god, that'll be fun. Are you gonna open them all at once, or one every day, or how are you gonna show them?
Well, okay, if I'm hoping it comes, because it's coming a longer way because she's in the UK. I'm hoping it comes in time to start for December 1st, but if not, that's fine.
Yeah.
But it has 24 little envelopes. She's got them all in envelopes.
Oh, nice.
And they're 5-gram minis. So I think I'm going to put them as a row in my blanket.
Very nice.
Right? So, because my crochet blanket is for me.
That's right.
So I think every day I'm just going to do a row.
That'll be cool. Then you can show
my
that
blanket.
on the podcast.
And then there's extra goodies and stuff, because she always does extra goodies.
I know, because she's sweet.
Yeah. So that's all my enabling. So now...
Okay. So, November 1st to, I guess it was the 5th? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. Was the Knit for Fun retreat with Ann Budd and Cindy. And, oh my god. It was amazing. If you guys have never been, it was a really, really good treat. There was 125 people.
Oh, that's not bad.
Women that showed up. It was actually, I think, her largest retreat. Some of them have been smaller, I'm told. It was at the Doubletree Hilton Hotel in Edmonton. I arrived Wednesday night in a snowstorm. And it was, God knows, minus 8 degrees Celsius. It was cold. Really cold.
We're going to be getting there soon, though.
I know, I don't like that weather. I didn't even bring my parka. I brought my winter jacket, and...
Well, you weren't really planning on going out.
I didn't plan on leaving that hotel if I didn't have to.
Yeah.
And so, Wednesday night I got in really late because of the snowstorm and everything else. By the time I got to the hotel, I didn't know I was sharing a room with someone. I thought I was on my own. They couldn't find my reservation. And then they put me in another room, so we're all good. And then I found out I was supposed to be sharing one, and it was all good. I just ended up staying in a room by myself, which was fine. Thursday morning, we started classes. That is right? Thursday? Mm-hmm. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, that's right. Thursday morning, we started classes. I had with Ann Bud a 6-hour class. Oh and my that was the skirt one or not? God, that was my skirt class. Okay. It was, I sat beside Paula, who I fell in love with. She is amazing. Amazing. I have a new friend that lives in Colorado, so anytime I want to go, I'm going to go visit her. I want to go to Colorado, too. I'm dying to, and they have some great yarn shops and everything. And she's phenomenal. So Ann's like, you're sitting beside Trouble. And then Ann looks at me and goes, wait, you're Trouble number 2. She's Trouble number 1. And we both just laugh, and it was just like a perfect hit. We just hit it off. And she's just so sweet. Like, what the biggest heart she's ever has. I've never, just, yeah, amazing. So anyways, we had a great class, and we did measurements, and we were finishing up swatches, and we were chatting, and behind me was sitting Cynthia, who is part owner of Riverside Yarns. Barb's her sister, which I didn't know they were sisters. They own the yarn shop. Beside her was Brendan's. Oh my God, I met all these great people. It was so much fun. We had April sitting beside us. It was just a lot of fun, and a lot of different talents of knitters, different levels of knitters, and so it was really fun to be able to try on the skirts, show everybody, figure out what the length was, do your measurements, do your have your swatches ready. For some people, didn't have all their swatches ready, so we finished
it was hard because that can change. Did she bring a lot of samples of her skirts?
Yeah, she wears one every day.
I know she wears them, but did she bring?
They were stripping out of their skirts right there for you, so that you could go try them on. And she had different sizes.
Did she have them to
Cindy, yeah, and even Cynthia brought her skirt. Okay. Excuse me, that's where I fell in love with it. I'm sorry, this is like going to drive me nuts because I have this tickle in my throat. And Cynthia had her skirt, which was the one that I fell in love with, and I tried hers on, and it fit like a T. And so it was just a lot of fun. And then that was Thursday. We had dinner Thursday night. So at this retreat, not only was there Ann Bud, and there was Cindy, my friends were there, Patty, Janita, Pam. It was like just a little get together and a reunion because I've met them all at SSK. Yeah. So I've known these ladies. I was going to say girls because there's no age to me. There's no age there. I've known these ladies for 6.5 years, and it's phenomenal. And it was so nice to spend time with them and see them and talk with them. And I love Pam's accent, and I love hearing all their accents and talk. And I was helping. I just helped. I helped there when I was there. I was helping sign people in to make the flow easier and everything. And so I got to meet people. So Holly, who's a Canadian designer, I've
heard of Holly Yo.
Yo, is that how you pronounce it?
I think so.
Yo. Anyways, really sweet. She was wearing this stunning cowl when she walked in, and of course it was in her pattern book. She was there, and Grocery Girls, Jody and Tracy were there. So that was a lot of fun. And oh my God, Diane from Suburban Stitcher, I love her. She was there. I fangirled beyond belief. I poorly stalked this poor girl before we even went. I felt so bad. But I love her. I love watching her. She's one of my favorite podcasters. You've watched her for a long time. I've been watching her for at least 6-something years, I think. Yeah, I don't even know if not longer. She is my favorite. And Christina flew in, and she is the Cozy Knitter, for you guys that don't know. And she's also with Die Another Day podcast with Amanda. So she was there, so that was fun. And there's so many people that I met, and so many lovely ladies that I met. And I had so much fun. Like, I really did. So Thursday night we just did dinner, and Friday we had classes again. So everybody was whatever classes you picked, you went to. I had Ann Bud's, I don't even know if I'm putting them in order, but that's okay. So I did Ann Bud's layered mittens.
The mittens, yeah.
Where you knit a mitten, and then you
pick up
you leave a provisional edge, and then you knit the interior mitten. And so we just knit like little mittens. So I actually
you did little mittens?
Yeah. And did I bring it?
So I was wondering how she was going to do that class.
Let me see if I brought it.
That's cute.
I don't remember if I brought it.
Now, are you going to make full size? Is this something you want to make? Will you make layered mittens?
I did bring it. Oh no, this is my sock. Oh no, did I not bring it?
That's still like a tiny.
This was another thing that I did too. So I took a mitten class to do the 2 layers. Yeah. I did a heel class.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, God, I hate freaking heels. Okay, so This was like the.
I was gonna say, is that like a heel flap?
Yeah. So you have a
with
you have
a
a
gusset,
gusset, okay, and then there's a heel flap. Okay.
Yeah.
This one was not too bad
Okay.
to do. It was okay. This heel was interesting.
Oh, and there's another heel. So you did one and then you
so you do like one and then you do the other. But she says like eventually you can just do you can kitchen that and you'd have like a little sock booty with a toe.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how she did it. So this heel was really interesting and cool the way she did it. The only thing is I think I messed up on a stitch. No, I have a gap because I dropped a stitch and she tried to fix it for me and I knew it wasn't going to fix properly.
You know what you're
so
doing,
you drop a stitch.
a
But there was a little bit of a gap and then you would have to just weave in your ends.
Mm-hmm.
So way too fidgety. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, way too fidgety.
But see, the thing is too is that you found a heel you like.
This is for top-down socks though. And I don't really do top-down socks. I do toe-ups, and I do 2 at a time.
2 at a time, and
so
you have a heel you like.
This one I actually liked. Doing the gusset with the flap wasn't bad. No. I remembered that it wasn't so bad. I did 1 pair of socks, my Hermione socks like that.
I did the Hermione's too, so I would have done it as written.
And so I didn't mind
That's before I discovered toe-up socks.
Yeah, and that's totally before I discovered my toe-up, my 2 at a time, and the Flegel heel.
Yeah.
Oh, seriously.
You've got your perfect combination.
I don't remember if I brought it. I thought I had it, but I might have left it and I didn't. I might have not brought it with me. No, I think I left it in my. It's probably in my somewhere. It could be one of the bags too.
What did they do in the mid? Did you learn how to do the provisional cast on?
We did provisional cast on. She doesn't teach you that. She expects you to know that, or and she kind of gave you some tips on it, and then you knit the mitt. Put the thumb on waist yarn, and we did a lace pattern going up. This girl beside me, I think her name was Sue. Sue. She was done the mitten like when I'm down here, and some people had issues with with doing the lace. So everybody was Christina said her thumb was like longer than her mittens, which was funny. She was in the back row. I had the front row, and so I knit the mitten fully. And then I did the thumb. I finished the thumb after class, and I did that. So I'm pretty much, I just started to pick up the cast on, like the other side, and I'm like a couple rows in, and that was it. So it was really cute.
One day I will
really well done
mittens.
And so I learned that you're supposed to use a thinner yarn for the inside of the mitten, and you can use an alpaca because it's super warm, and then something for the inside. Yeah. That's thicker.
Well, that's because you have that alpaca that you want to use.
I know, but they're both alpacas.
They're both the same weight?
They're both the same weight.
Okay, so just put your alpaca, it's a DK, right?
Well, the only thing I could do is go smaller needles because it'll make it tighter, and then since I'm a super loose needle now.
And it would be warmer if it was tighter.
Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah.
But you could also do the alpaca for the lining and then use like a superwash for the outside because it would be a little plumper.
Yeah. Yeah. I could, but I want to use that as colors. So, when you checked in, you got a little booklet. In here, it talks about your classes. It talks about your, has your name. It gives you a little stuffed pamphlets. There was a letter from River City Yarns. I don't know why I thought I was saying it wrong. I just wanted to double check that. There was some websites for everybody got a recipe. That's the word I was looking for. Cauliflower steaks and capers with caramelized lemon. It looks yummy to try. And there's local people that do all that stuff. And then there was my book with everything in it and all my. I can't really flip through it because some of them are patterns and stuff and my notes and stuff and. I took Hohi's multicolor project class. Oh, she's phenomenal. She taught me a lot. She is super, super sweet. And I think she's so sexy. She's got really cute little curves on her and everything. She has no accent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have the accent. She doesn't have an accent. It's a little joke we have to tweet us. But she's super cute. And she's phenomenal because she's not a color person. And so from not a color person, she taught us a good perspective on color and how to do things. And it was amazing. And then I did the mitt class and the sock class, the heel class and the mitt class. So those were my classes, plus that full day of that. Then
I saw this come up on Ravelry and I was like,
did you really?
Yeah. So I searched, every day or every other day, sometimes I'll look for the new patterns that have been uploaded. And so this one comes up. I'm like, wait a minute. Tiffany didn't do a cowl. why is Tiffany on there? I looked, I was like, oh.
So this
yeah,
was
I
a
remember.
surprise I
Yeah.
wasn't really allowed to tell anybody. So at SSK, Ann Bud was there with Cindy, and they're like, can I borrow you? And I'm like, sure. And I didn't know for what. And then they're like, here, wear this. I'm like, okay. So we're taking pictures of me wearing a cowl, a long cowl, a short cowl, in 100 and something degree weather for her retreat in November at Edmonton, which was supposed to be like, -10.
Yeah.
And so there I am. That is me in her cowl that she made. And the back has, let's see if I can cut this out some way. That's, okay, I could do it this way. That's the shorter cowl there with the long version. Look how beautiful it is. So it was amazing. I couldn't believe it. I just loved it. And then people started to recognize that was me because, yeah, they put two and two together, which was really cool. I was really flattered and honored to be her model. When she asked me, I couldn't believe it, and then I was flattered. And then you go along and you pick up a bag. Knit for Fun Retreat bag. Well, I tried to get a lot of people before we left on the last day, because this is when I thought, it wasn't even my idea. Cindy got Jody and Tracy and them to sign their bags. And I don't think they signed my bag because I don't even know. I don't know if they did. I can't remember. Maybe they did and I'm not remembering. I haven't read it yet. I was saving this to read when I got back so that I can go through it.
The Knitter's Yearbook.
And it was just something I wanted to go through and
That's
read.
cute.
And everybody signed it and I was really happy.
That's a nice idea for retreats though.
Yeah. And I was like, the only thing I wished is one, some of the pens fading already.
Yeah, like if it was
so a Sharpie, which I didn't
Sharpie.
have because this is a pink Sharpie, which would be cool.
Looks much better.
And then who was it? Hohi or someone said, "Oh yeah, why don't you just go and stitch over it or something and stitch it, and then you can have it." Yeah, I don't stitch. So the only other thing I can think of doing is trying to write over these in a Sharpie and follow their writing, but it's not the same handwriting, but they're fading. So the only other thing I'm going to do is take pictures of this because it's already rubbing out from being folded and everything, which that's what I thought would happen. But see, even the marker's starting to,
No, but it still shows, it does show.
So I loved it. And then you got to pick up your t-shirt. So I got a V-neck Knit for Fun t-shirt. And on the back, there's, should I open it? I guess I should open it. I think I always put it back. I'm sorry, crinkle, crinkle. Oh, that was good. It's okay. It's going to go in a Ziploc bag. It's funny. I don't wear my shirts. I collect them all. I went up a size in shirts because I didn't know how they fit. Okay. Knit, knit, knit. I can knit, knit, knit in my jammies.
Oh, and it's shaped.
Yeah, it's women's, so it's very flattering.
Yeah.
So I went up a size. Oh. It should have been a medium, but I went to a large.
I think I heard a pumpkin. I hear a
pumpkin.
pumpkin.
Yeah. Avery's home.
Avery's home.
So maybe we'll just pause right here and come back. How about that?
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh yeah. So that was our knitting bag. So we had goodies. We had goodies in our bag. So thanks to Hohi, we got a color wheel. Can I tell you how fabulous this is?
I'm familiar with. I was an art major.
Yeah, I know you were.
I'm familiar with the color wheel.
But it's good to have when you're wanting to do stuff for your color work.
Yeah. Matching colors and
matching
seeing which
colors,
ones are
seeing colors,
and
not only that, but I'll teach you the trick that Hohi taught us. When you're looking at colors and looking to put things together, if it's fades or whatever. Now Diane had an amazing sense for this. Yeah, Kitty. There's Mr. Trouble causing trouble again.
He's the one who stole my yarn.
He's purring. You're so cute. Yeah. So when you're looking to put stuff together, Diane just came up, pick out colors, put it down, and Hohi would come and you come with your phone and you look at it in black and white.
Black and white, yeah. I've heard
and
that.
Diane would put it up like that, and Hohi would come up and who did this? I'm like, Diane. Of course she did. Like she was phenomenal. She just can see color like she sees it, not from a regular person's eye. And that's why her color senses are really good when she does her yarn. So Hohi was saying, do that. When you want to pick out colors to do a sweater, if you're wanting to do like a fade or anything where you need more contrast, less contrast, do it in black and white. You will see how the tones come out. And this will help you too.
That.
Totally. So this was something great that we had. The other thing we got was the cowl that we had made. We got a skein of yarn.
Ooh.
So this is Eden.
yarn.
Yeah. This is Eden Immortal Fiber, and this is 81% merino, 9% cashmere, 10% nylon. Feel that?
Well, yeah,
it's so nice, but the color's stunning. stunning.
I'm gonna get poo-pooed for this, but cashmere does nothing for me.
I like cashmere because it's soft.
I know, but I don't find
it
I don't find it that much softer than yarns without cashmere, and the price is like 2 times more.
Yeah.
So cashmere and like pure cashmere yarns, I find feel sticky.
God,
Like
and they're super expensive.
they're super expensive, and I find they feel sticky. Cashmere is not my thing.
So I like the color.
It's very pretty color though.
Then we got. Oh, he's playing with toys.
Yeah, he's got his toy basket over there.
Diane did up these minis.
Oh, he got a mini.
Aren't they adorable?
They're cute.
Look at the colors in it. So Suburban Stitcher, this is called Blonde Squad. Because Ann Bud and
so it was
Cindy and
special
them
for the treat.
Yeah.
Retreat.
And it's a 75% merino, 25% nylon. They're 90 yards. So which is really, really
20
nice.
gram mini.
Yeah, 20 gram mini. So I love that. That's like my only yarn from her right now. Then, that's my badge. Anne has a friend who's an artist who did up these cards for her.
Oh, nice.
So, oh, I'm sorry, wrong. Sorry, I didn't realize that. So, funny thing is, that's supposed to technically kind of be like what Anne does, but she doesn't hold her yarn like that. And that was woven, and she doesn't weave, she knits.
Okay.
So it's kind of funny, and it says Anne Bud Knits on the back. But they're just little cards, and I thought it was really cute, and everybody got those. And I'm dropping stuff. And these are one of my favorites. So the Try-It-On tubing.
Oh, yes.
So Try-It-On tubing, I can hold that straight, I swear. Try-It-On tubing, so when you're making sweaters or skirts or anything that you need to try on, there's tubing that you can put, and then you can try it on without not having any issues. And it fits sizes US 2 to US 8.
Cool.
And I thought that was really cool. So people that were in our skirt class was actually using this to try on some of their skirts.
That would be very handy for a
to
skirt.
make sure it was working for them.
Yeah.
And of course, every knitter needs a drug scale.
Okay, how many of these do you have now?
2.
2? Okay.
2. So you always need a drug scale.
They are handy,
It
especially for the small ones
is
though, because you can keep them in your bags
And you can travel with them.
and you can travel with them. So like, even if you have 2, you might have 2 projects that you need to
That's right.
measure your yardage and stuff with. So
That is right. And then we got these cute little tags from River City Yarns. I didn't have it the right way. If I can't bring my yarn, I'm not going anywhere. And it looks like a mail tag. Look how cute that is. Isn't that adorable? So yeah, I like that. That was really cute. And she gave out these books. A lady never discusses the size of her yarn stash. So there's a book. We have some weird lighting color or something on there. I don't know where it's coming from. River City does these. And in the back of the book, okay, so in the front it tells you who this book belongs to. It's just a little notepad book. But in the back of the book, genius. A ruler and the Kitchener stitch. So it has that listed there for you. Because who never has Kitchener stitch on them?
I've done it enough. Oh
I don't have it.
Puss.
I don't have it because I don't use it enough. And so it's great to have.
I've memorized kind of the little rhyme that you say, and so I'm pretty much good with Kitchener
There's
stitch.
my name badge. So I had that. That was just in the bag. Oh, and then guess what we all got?
Ooh, I know where that's from.
This is a Mrs. Brown's Notion bag. Isn't that adorable?
Yeah, interesting.
Okay, with her little tie. And then in here were some goodies. And you know what? I didn't even open it up. Nail file, because you always need one. Oh, this is for Moth Away.
Oh, neat.
Smell it. It smells really nice.
I want to smell it.
Yeah, it's all herbal.
That actually is not bad.
It's all herbal.
I don't want to say it's spicy, but it's got, like, yeah. It smells like a spicy tea.
Yeah, it's all herbal. She's like, don't eat
Neat.
it.
Yeah,
and it's for Moth Away, so I'm going to try and see if it works. And it's really cool. And then we got the little Knit for Fun book that has all your stickies and Post-its, which is always good to have because you never know when you need it. Here was from Bison Knitting. You got some stitch markers. And everybody got a tattoo, a Knit for Fun tattoo, which was super cool. So people were wearing them on their cheeks, on their hands, you name it. And River City Yarns gave us another tape measure. Not like another, like they gave us one already. And then there was Knit for Fun buttons. I never even opened this when I was there. And then this says, I get my stash at rivercityyarns.com. So,
And
then I dropped it 1 second. Off camera, sorry, I'm back. So this was cute. So everybody got a little Notion pouch, and I loved it. Another thing that I had to be really careful with that we got.
Did you get a mug or something?
It's just here. 1 second, I'll show that in a second. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. What's his name?
Oh, yeah. Sharon or...
Yeah, Sharon Sasher.
I wonder if that's the same one as I have. Is that the same one? It might be a slightly... I think it's a slightly more green.
So everyone got one of these. I think there was a couple of different
mine's over
colors. And so everyone got one of these, a little dish, and he does the knit ones. I'm going to put that back in there so it doesn't drop. And I know I'm missing something. It's not in here. I don't know where I put it, but I'm sure it could be in one of my...
in the giant pile that is at her computer.
It's probably one of my bags, and I probably have it somewhere. So then you also got a really cool bag. So I have to show this. This is from River City. So it's a really cool bag with a drawstring so that you can like squish it up and hang it off your arm or hang it off something. You could also hook it up and tie it, and then there's a little hook in there, and you can hang it like on the seat in front of you on the plane or something. Inside, there's room for your needles to put your needles in, or maybe a little scissor or something like that. And there's a little, so if you need like a yellow yarn gauge thing, like a yarn guide, that's the word I was looking for, in the bottom. And it would hold 2 balls of yarn in there for sure.
An open bottom.
Yeah, and
some of the bags like this are just like flat,
open
like they're
bottom.
just like a...
See that? It's a huge bottom. Yeah. And so this was phenomenal.
That's cool.
And I was told, I think it was Janine that sat beside me, who just loved this bag and showed me how to use it. She showed me all the little cool things about it. So I thought that was really cool. So that was like our goodie bag. And I know I'm missing something because it's not in this bag. That's why. But that's okay. Then we had dinner every night. So every night I got to sit with Ann Bud for dinner. And at my table would be Jody and Tracy and Hohi. And I had Christina, and I had Diane, and then there was Patty. So these switched up a couple nights. I had Patty, and Pam, and Rhonda. Oh my God. She had beautiful, stunning, these blue killer eyes that were to die for. Super, super sweet. And so then there was another Rhonda who was hysterical there. And, then... oh my God, what's her podcast called? I took a picture of us and I posted it on Instagram. She's blonde. Julie is super cute, and I can't remember her podcast right now. I posted on Instagram. Go check out my pictures from there. I couldn't believe she watches us. She like called across the table. She's like, I know you. I watch you, Tiffany. I was like, oh my God, you're so sweet. I love that. I love when people know. And I recognize a lot of people. I knew people more by their names. Yeah. So one night we actually were doing this where you had to go up on stage, and there was Anne, Susan, and Hohi, and you had to dress them in toilet paper. Jody and Tracy was arranging this. You had to dress them in toilet paper for mitts, hats, and a sweater. So of course my hand went up first, because of course I want to do this. I thought this was awesome. And who did I get to decorate? Hohi. So Yvonne and I go up there. Yvonne was my tag team partner, which, oh my God, we killed it. And we dressed Hohi in the sexy sweater, and we put on full mitts, and we did a hat. We made sure it had a folded brim and a pom-pom on the hat. So for that, everybody won, because we're all amazing. And Mrs. Brown's
very
back.
Cool.
And I got their new enamel pin.
Let me see.
And I love it. Look at the back of the bag.
Very cute.
I love it. I haven't opened it yet.
That's a nice color too.
Isn't that adorable? Oh, I love it. I got to pick the bag.
Cool.
And I love it. I love it. I really do. So I'm super excited. So now I have a bag. And that. And I got a notions pouch. So it's amazing. And then also I forgot to mention, in your grab bags, everybody got a different book of patterns. So I got a Barocco book, volume 2. And so this is what I got. Barocco book, volume 2. And there's some really nice patterns in here if you flip through.
I want to look through that after.
Yeah. And so that was a lot of fun to do that. Then there was market. So Saturday there was market during classes. So I missed out because I was in classes, and was it Saturday? Friday, Saturday was market. So Friday started market. If you really wanted things like the
who was
the
there?
Canadian colorways.
Like, who's the vendors?
It was River City Yarns.
Okay.
And they had fleece artist.
Okay.
There was no other vendors.
Oh, okay.
That was the only thing that it was nice. But when I'm traveling and there's so many amazing indie dyers in Edmonton and around the area there, I would have loved for them to be there.
A lot in that area.
There was also a show going on that weekend.
Okay.
So I get maybe that's why they couldn't be there.
Probably.
But to me, when you're doing a retreat,
I love
supporting Cynthia and Barb for their shop. They did a lot for this retreat, and they put a lot towards the retreat.
And they have a lot in their
I
shop,
love it.
so there'd be variety.
They do.
Yeah.
But they didn't have like the local indie dyers there though. So like
because even if they had some of the indie dyers.
Yeah. So I would have loved to see more of that, and that's something I put I think in my comments for them, and I would have loved to see more indie dyers,
more vendors and stuff.
So at the market, I walked around. I didn't need yarn really.
That's a nice pin.
So I got some pins for myself.
I like those.
One says I make string pretty, which I try to, and the other one says I love big balls. Isn't that so
You
true?
had to get that one.
I did.
I am so not surprised you got that one.
Yeah, I did. I love that. I just want to make sure when I put this on the floor that my thing is...
Your dish?
Yeah. I had the yarn down there so that it's kind of sat in there. So that was our grab bag, and the goodies that went with that, which is really cool. That's you.
That's my words.
So that was that. So then... one sec, off camera again. 1 second here. Then there was prizes.
Oh goodness.
So everybody basically won a prize, which was really nice, and it was just done randomly. So Estelle Yarn gave us these bags, which was really cool. So we had all our yarns in there. So I won this. It's a pattern to do belted socks, I guess that is. And then you put
see, that's neat.
this on the bottom so
that the
you know it's good. It's pink.
Yeah, you got a good color.
Yeah, so I got a good color, and this is the yarn, and it's a merino superwash sock twist hand paints, coffee with milk, Cloudborn. I never heard of them. Cloudborn. Look at that. So it's like a beigey color, and then you could put pink on the bottom of it. So yeah, and it felt, and I've never felted. I've never.
It's not hard.
And
I don't know if this is this is just how you do the bottoms.
Yeah, it's how you do the bottoms, I believe. So yeah, it's called Sock Stop.
Yeah, I bought.
This is Canadian, actually.
Yeah, I bought some. I don't know if it's that brand, but remember I got some at on our yarn crawl.
Yeah. So I won this. So I don't need the yarn.
No. I know, but you could over dye this.
And
superwash sock.
You could. And I can make something with it.
And no, but it's neutral enough that you could put some sort of color over it. And
I thought throwing speckles over top of it even.
You could do speckles, yeah.
And that way you have the base of that and then something else. So that was my prize that I won. I wasn't even in the room when I won this. So we had a fashion show one night, and I was one of the models. I was asked to model. And what I wanted to... Sorry, I knocked the camera. So our fashion show was showing off the collections of Hohi's and Susan's projects, and I have to say I fell in love.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's very easy. Do I have pictures on here? I don't think they're on here. I think they're on my cell phone. I got to wear a sweater that Hohi made for her Interpretations 4 book, which I believe that's the one I have at home. And of course I didn't bring it to get it signed because, you know, that was silly me. And it was gray, and it looks like it's brioche on top, but it's not, and it's pink. Excuse me. I put the sweater on, and at first it itched. Yeah. And it was a BFL silk.
Okay.
And it felt like butter when you were touching it. It's like super soft, and it had this beautiful sheen.
Yeah.
I put it on my body, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm itching. Within a couple seconds, I'm like, okay, I don't notice it anymore.
Okay.
And it could have just been my body wasn't used to the BFL or the silk or something, like skin next to skin.
Were you warm? Because I find sometimes when you're hot, things feel like they're itchy more.
I don't remember because I was already doing the show or trying on shawls and stuff. Anyways, this sweater fit me to a glove, like a tee, like it was made for me. It was my colors totally. I loved it. And then I come up on stage, and Hohi's mouth just dropped. And I was just like, and then she smiled and glowed. And all she says was, oh my God, that sweater looks phenomenal on you. You make me so proud. And I almost like burst out in tears.
So are you going to make that sweater?
I was just like, I'm hoping maybe she'll donate it to me, or I could buy it from her once it goes around. It's going around the world right now on trunk shows and to different shops to show. It's phenomenal. But maybe I might have to make it. Okay. She did it in gray with stunning. Like,
and is that the book that you have that book you said?
And I do Interpretations 4. I have the book, and it was absolutely beautiful. And she could not stop talking about that next day, the sweater, and how it looked on me and how it fit me so well. And
well,
she couldn't believe it. I kept telling her, if it ever needs a home, you know where it can go. And here it is.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Those are totally your colors. I can.
So here's the. That's not even a good picture.
Yeah, that's better. Yes.
Okay.
I can see.
So here, can you see that? That's the sweater. Look how amazing it fit me, like to a T. Yeah. I couldn't ask for anything better than that.
Like, honestly, if you were to make that pattern, I could see you making it exactly like
the same. Yeah. And she used a BFL silk, and it was absolutely, it fit. Like, the neck was nice on it. It was perfect. It wasn't too high of a neck.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a V-neck or a scoop neck, but
no, but it was
like, phenomenal.
Yeah, it's a nice step.
Loved it. Loved it. It looked
Perfect
amazing.
Colors.
Fit me to a T. So I was really happy with that, and I'm actually thinking of making it because it was stunning. I loved it. I just need to show this because this is one of my, I like this picture. So here's Jody, Tracy, Hohi, and me at dinner. We were all sitting together. We did a picture. Love it. I had so much fun. They're so sweet, all of them. Tracy and Jody are so funny and hysterical. They're just great. They're really nice to get along. When you see them on their podcast in person, they're pretty much exactly the same.
That's what I've heard a lot. Like, a lot of the Rhinebeck videos, when there's people who met them or were hanging out with them, said they're exactly like their video.
Yeah, I mean, and that just shows how true people are on their videos and what they do on their podcast, and it's so much fun. It was amazing, and I want to show a picture. This is Paula. This is my friend Paula, because I'll talk about her in a bit. I love her. That's Paula. She was phenomenal, and I just had so much fun. And Cindy and I get along so great. She's so cute. Let me put that. So Cindy is the brains, the beauty, and behind everything. She's the one who does all the retreat planning. She puts everything together. She puts a lot of thought into everything of putting the classes and everything. She works with Anne on everything. And basically, Anne, if you ask Anne something, it's like, ask Cindy, because Cindy knows it all. And she's just phenomenal. It was a lot of fun. Knit Pearl Mama, if you guys know her, Robin. She owns her own yarn shop in Montreal. Maybe one day she'll have a Knit for Fun retreat there. That was fun. I had fun with her. She came with her friend Angie. We were drinking one night wine. I should clarify. We were drinking wine one night and knitting and having fun. We weren't getting drunk. We were having a glass of wine, people. It was really nice to just get to sit and know people. Do you recognize her?
Yes,
Julie?
that's Diary of a Yarn Snob.
That's it. Thank you.
Okay.
So she was there. She's super sweet.
Hey, I had known it was that Julie, because I watch her.
Julie's awesome. Yeah, I know. And she watches us.
Yeah.
And so, hi. She's so sweet. Yeah. Her pajamas. These are her pajamas, by the way, she's wearing.
The knit print.
And they're knit print pajamas. Look at that. She gave me the site where to get them from.
Okay, you might have to tell me, because I always get pajamas. We get new pajamas every Christmas. I have to be like, honey, I want some knitting pajamas.
Oh my god, these are amazing. Oh, you should see the ones for Eva. You can get her.
Yeah.
They have all these cool ones. So let me give you 1 second, because I thought I took a screen print of the...
Well, if there's a website, I can put it in the show notes too.
I know, but I thought I took a screen print of it. I thought I did, but maybe I didn't.
Her pajamas?
Her pajamas, yeah. I asked her about them, and I thought I screen printed them, but I could have not, and I might have maybe forgot to do it, or maybe I deleted it, because that's possible. I delete some pictures by accident. Doesn't matter. Either way, I can get them back. Not to worry. Not to worry. We could always get them again. Okay. So anyways, I had fun. It was amazing.
It was worth the trip.
It was worth the trip.
It was worth braving the cold. So I've been seeing, this has been down there. I'm like, okay, what is that? I know what that is.
So Jody was sitting beside me, and she was super sweet and gifted this to me.
That's so nice.
I love it.
So now you have like a complete set.
I love it. So it's obviously pink on the inside.
Yeah,
she knows me like a book.
Yeah.
It has front pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, which I have
It's
cards
got the
in.
nylon strap.
And it has a back pocket. And then it has the canvas on the bottom. Canvas bottom. And I love the colors. It's totally me.
Yeah, totally you.
And it has some stuff in here. Oh, there's my mitt. I knew I had it somewhere. Because this was the bag I started carrying around afterwards. Look at my cute little mitt. Isn't that adorable?
That's cute. I think
so I just started I'm doing a pink alpaca lining, and I just started casting on. Yeah, I was drinking wine with Shanita.
Like baby mitts.
Yeah. So what Jo was doing was, I call her Jo for short.
Yeah.
She finished it, and she was going to put a magnet in here and use it on her fridge to put like stuff in it.
Yep.
So I said to her, well, why don't you before, which she was already done. I said, next time I'm like, if you do another mitt, before you seal it up, put the magnet in between and then do the other mitt and tuck it in. But it's so cute. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I thought I did a pretty good job.
It looks like a pretty nice little mitt.
Yeah, I know. And so I'm just starting to do the pink alpaca.
Cool.
Which Anne gave me.
Yep.
Pink alpaca to do on the inside.
Of that.
I know, because she's so sweet. All our yarn, I have to say, was provided for us for all our classes.
No, but it's nice yarn.
Which
it's not
was
like
phenomenal.
They were just like, here's some junky yarn.
We had some really nice stuff. And one of the other prizes, this is the one I was going to show, is, and I love this, so I was told some good things about it. The wrist rulers, the leather
I've seen
ones.
these going around.
So these are the leather ones. There it is, the wrist ruler. There you can see it better. So I was told is you wear this and you wet it.
Yeah. And it will soften.
And it not only does it soften, but when you wet it, it smells. So don't wear it for a few days and then put it back on.
Oh, okay.
And
So
the more you take it on and off, this will stretch.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have to replace it, unfortunately. But a lot of them sleep with theirs on and everything. And I'm like, then what's the point in having it if you sleep with it? Because, or you like if you can't take it on and off, and you need it to measure stuff.
I just had a thought of why you would need a ruler in bed, but whatever.
Hey, it wasn't my mind going there; it was hers. Come on, my finger from here to here is an inch, so I know that.
I was thinking, why would you need to sleep with this? Not like you need to measure anything.
Right. Yeah. So everybody got one of these in their thing. So her goodie bags, I have to say,
because you double it, right?
Her goodie bags were amazingly
That was a pretty
planned
good,
and thought out, and there was some really nice stuff in there. That's a size 16 inch. So you might need that or 17. I have really small wrists.
I have small wrists too.
Yeah. So that's what
I have like
you're like
6
me.
inch. I have like 5 or 5.
So that would work. Yeah.
Like the rest of me is bigger, but my wrists are small.
For me, please. So
same with my fingers. I have small fingers.
And I brought my Grace's cases because I had to show it off there too. So I'm hoping people went and go buy Grace's cases because they love her stuff. She just did a trunk show this past weekend, I think, or so yeah. Okay.
She wasn't at like shows and stuff.
So at the end of this retreat was Sunday morning. We did breakfast, and we went into one of their classrooms, which was Anne's room, was the biggest room, and we were doing our goodbyes and thank yous, and we did. Cindy put together with Anne this whole beautiful PowerPoint presentation with pictures of everybody.
Oh, neat. From the retreat.
It was phenomenal. She's going to put it somewhere maybe on Dropbox or something where I can get access and have like our own, because she took some beautiful pictures of like when you don't, to me pictures when you're not posing for them are the more natural ones, and I think it even shows more beauty in people. And you should have seen some of the pictures she took that were phenomenal. Like it was almost a tearjerker. People were loving it. It was amazing. So then she called people up to say thank you. And for helping out, for Barb and Cynthia for doing all their with the shop. Barb's husband, Frank, was it Frank or Mario? Mario. He was shuttling us from the hotel to the shop. So he shuttled me. We had such a great conversation. I love him. We talked about Chris Farley. Oh my God, we had so much fun. We talked about Twilight Zone. He was super sweet. And it was funny because I couldn't smell, and Barb was telling everybody how amazing her husband smells. And so of course I get in the minivan. I'm like, I'm told you smell really good. I'm sorry I just don't have my senses right now, but I will go with you smell really good. And he's dressed in a leather jacket and all like dressed up nice, and he's wearing gloves, and a really nice looking guy. I never even knew his age until he told me when his birthday is, because it was November 11th and we're November babies. And he was super sweet, super fun. He was hysterical. Like we just had great laughs. And they're both lucky to have each other. I think they're just an amazing couple together. So much fun. So, all the designers, so Susan and Hohi and Anne all got prizes. Well, I got called up. I had no idea. None. I really didn't. I wasn't expecting it. And I got a gift. So there was myself, Patty, Chonita, Diane from Suburban Stitcher, myself, Patty, Trinita, Diane. I'm missing. Oh, and Rhonda, I think it was.
Okay. I think I know what this is.
Oh my God. I've never had one of these before. I had to wrap it back up. So
yeah, because this I'd be worried about.
This came in my carry-on. Oh, no. This came in my carry-on. I had no worries with that. I had to wrap it. It took me time to wrap it back up when I was standing there. Because, by the way, this is being done around 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm supposed to be in a cab at 10:30 with the rest of the girls from Jersey Girls. I met these amazing Jersey girls. And I'm running late. Always, right? This is what I get as a thank you gift. a Remembrance Pottery mug. This is my first mug from her. Isn't this amazing? I couldn't believe it. We all got these as thank you gifts.
Nice.
Everyone from the teachers to 2 hands, don't drop it please, because I'm going to klutzy you one. Teachers
It's
and
a lot lighter than I thought it would be.
Yeah, teachers and the thank you people and Cynthia and Barb and Jody and Tracy, I believe, got one. They weren't there that morning. I believe they had other
2 hands.
one on the bottom, one on the handle. So I was floored. I didn't expect this. I didn't even know that it was coming to me. I don't even know how they planned it because I wasn't part of the group to help out. I wasn't on the list that was helping. I actually just volunteered my time to help. Like anything I could do to help. I know how much work goes into it. My background is special events, and I used to plan a lot of stuff, and I know how much work goes into stuff to plan and do. And I appreciate when people do stuff like this. So this was amazing. I loved it. Can you fold that box back up for me, please? So there was 3 major gifts that you could win that you bought tickets for a raffle that was going to charity. I don't remember the charity. I'm sorry. Oh, before that, I could show what I bought at River City Knit Yarn. So I went to the store, as I said, Mario took me. And these were things that I bought. I didn't have any of these really, besides the odd loose one that I get from Hiya. So I got little
ball things?
Yeah, I got box of balls. Then I got this cool zipper pull that
nice.
I can either use on one of my bags or I can use on a sweater or something.
That's a polar bear. Okay.
It's a polar bear.
I was like, is
Isn't
that a polar bear or a sheep?
awesome?
It's a polar bear.
I love it. My mother-in-law loves polar bears,
Okay.
but this is not going to her.
I was gonna say I did not know you like polar bears.
No, this is going to me. I like the white polar bear. I think they're just, they look so fluffy and cute. And then, just in case, because I'm not like I need another one, but I got another pom-pom. And I forgot I bought this because you know what? I just bought another pom-pom again. You're going to have to see now.
Didn't we? You're just talking about
Yeah.
pom-poms.
Now, this is not a real pom-pom.
No, it
This
doesn't look
is a
real.
faux fur.
Yeah, it looks
and it's really cool. So, that was what I bought. That was the other buying that I did that I did at the store. They had some great stuff. So, 3 major prizes to win at the retreat. 1, and so you knew this from when you were buying the raffle tickets. 1 was a set of Addy Click. One was a set of Addy Click turbo needles, a full set of interchangeables, I guess they are. 1 was a full set of the Fleece Artists.
Oh, the
Canadian colorways.
You did not win that, did you?
And 1 was a like an Ott lamp.
Okay.
Okay. So they drove for the first
Please
prize.
don't tell me you won like all of them.
So no, you can only win once.
Okay.
So they drew for the first prize, which was the Ott lamp, and Paula, my friend Paula, won it. Now, Paula was shocked that she won because she said she never wins anything. So they walked over the prize and gave it to her. So Anne starts talking with Cindy again, and they're talking more and more, and all of a sudden Paula's walking towards me. And I'm like, oh my God, and she's carrying the Ott lamp. Now I know she has one at home because she told me, and she told me how amazing it is. And when we were talking in our skirt class, I said to her, I don't want to win the yarn. I don't want to win the Addy Clicks. I just want that Ott lamp because that's what I would really need, and that's what I wanted.
You need good light.
She walked over and she gave it to me and made me cry. And I'm telling you, I don't think there was not a dry eye in the room. So this is their version. Sure Light is their version of it.
Is it a floor light?
It's a floor light, a desk lamp, and it clicks.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
So am I even showing the English side? Oh no, maybe show the English side. That would work. So it's a floor lamp, a desk lamp, and it clips on. So you can do all 3 things with it. It weighs a ton. This put my suitcase over a limit of weight. Okay. So after crying, and I hadn't even get to sit down yet, they did the Addy Click Turbo needles. A lady won them, which was perfect. Then, you know how many people wanted the those Canadian yarns? Guess what Tiffany won that I didn't want? I won the full set.
The full set?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So I won the full set of the National Parks Canada's 150th Yarns by Fleece Artists. I didn't want it.
Yeah. I can see there's a lot of colors there.
So Chonita was dying for the Quebec one because she's originally from Quebec, even though she lives in the States now. And they were selling this at the market, but because if you were in classes, if you weren't there at 10 something when that market opened, there was nothing left. They didn't have extras. So the first thing I did was open the package when I won it. I hugged the girl, thanked her for it. I opened the package when I won it, took out Quebec, and gave it to Chonita. and gave it, because that's what she wanted. I didn't need it. Then Patty, who was awesome and is an amazing friend of mine, I gave her a choice to pick 2. I gave Christina, Cozy Knitter, a choice. She wanted one, she didn't take one. I kept telling her, take one now because there's not going to be any left. She didn't want one, but she wanted one. I don't know why she just didn't take it. She just said, just take it. Then I walked over to Paula, who gave me the lamp, and I said, pick one. She's like, no. I said, of course, pick one. And so she did. Then beside her was Deb, who was from Australia. I said, pick one. She's like, no. And with that accent, how can you not? I'm like, take one. This is going to be a memory for you because you're from Australia. This is some Canadian yarn. She picked what she liked. Then I walked over to Diane, Suburban Stitcher, because she's such a sweetheart. I love her, truly, I do. And I asked her to pick one. She picked Banff.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Because I remember that color.
That was nice, and I like this one.
It was my favorite color was Banff.
Yeah.
I love that, the way it knits up, and she picked that. Then I had extras, so I kept some. Sorry, I had a screen. I kept some.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So this one I kept is Northwest Territories. And Lubeck?
Yep.
Okay. That one I kept for me. Okay, see all the blues? Because I like that. This one is...
That's the Nunavut one.
Nunavut one, and I can't pronounce that. I'm sorry. But I'm not going to even try to ruin it or butcher it. But see all the blues again. And this one is Sable Island, Nova Scotia. And that's for you.
I was just going to say, those would make some nice man socks.
Yeah, and that's why I got them, was because I knew they needed to be man socks. So I knew that's what you knit with them, was man socks. And that was a gift for you.
Thank you.
And then the rest that I had, I threw them in the air like this. And I threw them in 3 different directions, and whoever catches them, they're yours. And I shared.
Very cool.
Because I didn't need it.
Yeah, you can see there's a lot of colors in there that,
like,
you wouldn't use them. Yeah.
And they're silk.
And you don't need to keep things you're not going to use.
No, I didn't. And
there's silk in here?
It's mohair too, which I'm not going to be touching because I'm allergic to mohair. But it's merino, nylon, mohair, and silk, and I'm allergic to mohair.
Those would make strong socks.
But because there's a 20% mohair in here, I don't know.
It's not too bad. You can't feel it.
I feel it on my hands. My hands itch.
Because you have a reaction to it,
Yeah,
right?
I'm allergic to mohair, so my hands itch. So the reason I kept this was because I wanted colors. Now, I might not keep them for myself. I might give them as a giveaway. We'll see.
Because you can't get these. Like, it's hard to get these. So.
No, they're done. The set's done. Yeah. So just to let you know, because I was there today, anybody that wants this set or any of the colors, I left it in the car. Damn it! Shoot! I left it in the car. So Woolen Silk Company in Shelburne, Ontario. Okay, carries them.
Okay.
She has a whole collection. I believe they were $24 each.
Okay.
And you can order any color. She has an online shop if you go to her website, and she ships.
Cool.
Okay? So for anybody that wants the colorways, call her, go to her website, email her, get them. Diane's the owner there. She's really nice. Get them to send it to you right away because they're the only ones I know that has them left.
A lot of people sold out.
Everybody else is sold out of them. I can't believe she even still had them. So go get them. But they're amazing. People are still interested in them and they love them. Yes, even having them on my jeans, my leg itches. There's the mohair in there. Yeah. So, it's okay. I just wanted to do that. And that was it. And we got a guest.
We have a pumpkin.
No.
Look at her.
She just got back from a birthday party.
She had a birthday party. She's wearing a little tutu skirt. She got presents, loot bag.
You're being very quiet.
And she's missing her front teeth.
Yeah. Oh, you want to show them?
Smile.
Tell them what you want for Christmas. Your 2 front teeth?
No. No.
What did the tooth fairy bring you?
I want a dolly.
You want a dolly?
A dolly?
Okay, we'll
what
see
did the tooth fairy bring you for?
A toy panda.
Oh, you got a toy panda?
Yep.
For one tooth? Or for both teeth?
2. I mean 1.
For one tooth.
No, you didn't lose them at the same time.
No. But they haven't, one hasn't even grown in yet?
There's a nubbin. One of them has a nubbin.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
There's a little nubbin. I see. Yeah. That's so cute. You're so cute. You're lucky. So cute. Alrighty, so I think that was it. I had a fabulous time. I need Aryn to come on a retreat with me because everybody always asks, where's my partner in crime?
You know which one I want to go to? I want to go to the one in the Knit East. I know. I know it's not a retreat.
I forget who I was talking to today.
It's a show, and you can stay.
You have to do the classes there.
Yeah.
And she said it was phenomenal. It's like the size of a ballroom.
What sparkly thing?
What's,
I already showed the
oh, we already
sparkly thing.
showed
I
all
showed the
that.
sparkly
Yeah.
thing.
You can play with it, though. Yeah.
Who am I going to make that yarn for? What?
Me.
Something for you, right?
Of course.
A sparkly hat.
Yeah.
Ooh,
sparkly
that'd be
hat.
nice, a sparkly hat. Yeah. Yeah, so she talked about Knit East. I forget who I was talking today at the store when I was there. So they just went. She loved it. She's like, the only thing she regrets was not doing classes. They signed up too late. But she had a blast.
But I want to do that
because
because
Stephanie from McPhee
and then you can stay.
Lauren
There's like
was there.
a place you can stay. I would like to do that one.
Algonquin or something.
Yeah.
Or it's supposed to be beautiful and antique and that would be really nice. And we can fly out there and oh my god, it'd be so much fun. So much fun.
That I would like to do.
Yeah. So maybe we could look at that next year.
Yeah, because Moira from Knitting and Stitches went and she was showing all their pictures and talking about it. I'm like, oh,
it's amazing. I
would
saw
like
her.
to do that
I would
one.
love to. Yeah. You know, I like to try different things and go somewhere different.
Careful with the cords, honey.
Canadian retreats are sometimes more expensive than American, but not always. And at least it's in Canadian money when we're shopping and doing everything else. So it's a lot of fun. But I had a lot of fun at this retreat. I really loved it. I met so many new friends and I had such a great time. And I'm sorry if I'm not mentioning your name because there were so many people.
There's a lot of people. There's like 120
and
people.
I have to say one thing. There was two sisters that were just beautiful that were there who... I think it was the Friday night that, Saturday night, sorry, we did dinner. I gave them my buttons and they're like, oh, we're going to go watch your podcast. And they did. And the next morning at breakfast, I saw them and they signed my bag. And one of the sisters said to me, I can't believe you guys only have like 500 followers, plus followers. She goes, I thought you'd be in the thousands. And I said, so did I. But I'm like, I don't know. I said, it could be that I'm social when I'm at events.
Yeah.
But I'm not social on media as very much. I don't chat with a lot of people.
Really.
I apologize. If you message me, I'll message you back in hopefully a timely manner, which is a day or two. I'm just so busy, and when I sometimes get to my media, could be 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, which I don't think is always appropriate to message people. So I try not to message people at that time. I try to do it more reasonable, and even sometimes it's after 11, and I feel bad then too. But that's when I'm available to do that. So I apologize. But I do have a lot of knitting friends that, and so do you, that are podcasters that we talk to, we watch, we meet up with, we see, and yeah, so I mean, that's the way it goes. But you know what? I'm happy with who watches us, and I love all you guys that watch us, and I really, truly appreciate it. We have fun with what we do, and that's something why we do this is because we have so much fun doing it. And I think a lot of podcasters say when it doesn't become fun anymore, that's when we probably stop doing it. But we're still having a blast. And if you watch us, thank you so much. And if you're new to us, we hope you come back. And
they are not always this long though.
No, they're not.
The last two have been because you've been doing things,
yeah,
and there's been a larger space between when we've been able to get together. And stuff, so.
Yes. Life. I've been traveling a lot for work right now, and life is crazy. And now with the holidays coming up, I actually travel again.
Yeah.
And I don't know when that's going to take place, but I know it's beginning of December, and yeah, so I travel again, and so then the holidays come up. So hopefully we'll get a couple more podcasts in before the end of the new year, and we'll have some new stuff that we're going to talk about for next year, and I'm so excited
we have
for that.
a plan.
I can't wait for that plan to tell everybody and to share it with everyone and see how it goes. So thank you again. Anything else we need to mention?
I don't think so. I think that's more than enough.
Yeah. We'll have lots next time too.
Yeah.
Don't worry. But thank you so much again.
It's only a week, but
yeah. Well, it won't be much. Probably like knitting stuff, but we'll still have enabling. We have next week already, and it's my birthday.
Yeah, we're gonna do a
so
special birthday episode.
For once, we get to do it on my birthday, so I'm super excited. So yeah, thank you guys again for watching. Happy knitting. And I hope you guys come back if you're new viewers to watch this again. They're a lot of fun, our episodes. Take care. Happy knitting. Till the next episode. Bye-bye.